Yo, yo, what's good? What's up, y'all? What's happening? What's up, Julian? Jiraiya is equal to relative to Orochimaru, who's relative to Tsunade, who's relative or weaker than Minato, who's weaker than Heavy Sasuke. Come on, let's go! Heavy Sasuke supremacy. Already spitting facts in chat. What up, Kigoku? Orochimaru solos? Yeah. What up, Space? How you doing, loco? Hey, man, I'm chilling, bro. I am chilling. I actually have stuff to do, but I decided to stream. So fuck it, man. I'm gonna be up later tonight, but I took a nap, so we'll be all right. I got a Mountain Dew right here. You know, I'm wide awake. What up, Josh? How you been, man? That low key scared me. What do you mean, bro? I hope NCHammer doesn't do bad in this video. Shit. It's NCHammer, bro. But we'll be hopeful. We'll be hopeful. I'm hoping he can spit some facts in this video, bro. Like, honestly. Hey, yo, 2 already from Josh Farrell. Come on. Getting the stream off to a good start, bro. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you, bro. What y'all been up to, chat? Already getting the stream off to a good start. Bless me. Appreciate you, bro. Loco, when is the Daigo Knight versus NCHammer vid coming out? Hey, I hope you're not serious about that, bro. I can't do that. Gonna start some fucking beef in the community. The deadlock is the peak of base sawing, powerful, and Manda is the most powerful summon. Jiraiya is therefore weaker than Orochimaru. Hey, I want to see what NC says though. What a Loco, hope your day is going well. Hey man, I appreciate that, Dom. Yeah, my day has been pretty good so far. I haven't done all that much. I did a little bit of work, but shit, I just felt like streaming. I didn't want to go a weekend without streaming. Watching TG stream. Hey, I saw he was streaming. I think he stopped right before I started. So, I mean, it's a good thing we're not like fighting over viewers or anything. All that love to TG. I did see his latest video, bro. I disagree with a few things. He did say Hiruzen beat Sage Naruto, and I asked him about it, and I disagree with him on that. But it's all love to my boy TG. Loco, can you watch Sage of Thick Calves? Could the Akatsuki capture Sukuna's vid next weekend? Yeah, I'll think about it. I might have to say Orochimaru with arms wins, considering without arms he 1v2 base Jiraiya, base Tsunade, and Naruto. NCHammer and Daigo don't seem like the type of people who would have beef with others. NCHammer does, bro. Like when Seth got quote unquote exposed, NC was celebrating, bro. He hates Seth. He hates Seth, bro. NC, like I actually went back and recently watched it. He made like a podcast on one of his other channels, and he was just shit talking Seth the whole time. He's like, I'm so glad that fucking pedo got exposed. And I was like, damn, bro, this man has some fucking anger hidden inside his soul. Shit's crazy, bro. I'm like, calm down, brother. Daigo's pretty chill though. I'll say that. I'll say that. After this, I'm gonna watch your latest video on the Raikage. Hey, bro. That video of mine is actually probably one of my favorite videos I've ever put out. Raikage versus the Sannin is probably one of my favorite videos, and I love the thumbnail that I made for it. It's doing like average. I wish it could be doing better, but like, you know, it's still doing like decent. But I mean, I still think that's one of my favorite videos that I've done, like top 3. I do like that video. I had Lightning Snow on there. We had a great time, bro. Nah, TG got that Hiruzen hype train right now. Hey man, bro, I don't know about all that, bro. Fodder is in. He may not be doing all that much, bro. He probably not doing all that much. Loco, can Sage Kabuto solo the 5 Kage? Yeah, Sage Kabuto could probably do it. Can War Kakashi solo the 5 Kage? Nah, not without DMS. What up, Yu-Gi-Oh? Seth and Six were making fun of the way he looked so hard. He started looks maxing. Hey, bro. all I'm saying is, if you go to NCHammer from like, I believe it was like what, maybe 18 months ago, you will see a massive difference. Back then, I'm honestly, I think he might have started putting on like hair cream or like wearing a fucking toupee or a wig, because that motherfucker used to have a big ass forehead, a huge forehead, bro. And all of a sudden he like has this like relatively thick head of hair. I'm like, bro, that shit is sus to me, bro. I'm not saying he wears a wig, but I'm just saying Seth did call him out on it, bro. Seth was going crazy on him one time. Like, Seth was reacting to one of his videos and he just shit on him. He was saying all kinds of stuff. Like, Seth pointed out that there were like some figurines in the back of his room and he was calling him a pedo because the figures looked underage, like underage girls. And I was like, bro, that's so fucked up, man. Like, Seth was crazy for that, but I mean, it was funny as hell. It was funny as hell. But I mean, that was just a fucked up reaction. It was Seth and Six. they were pretty mean to him, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't like, and when I say they were mean, it wasn't just like a few jokes here and there. Like, they're kind of bullying NC. Like, I did feel bad for him, bro. I do feel like Hiruzen Ninetales attack beat Sage Mode Naruto, but that's a different discussion. I don't know about that, cause like Naruto kind of just stated to be above Jiraiya and Minato, so it's like Hiruzen's kind of relative to the Sannin and weaker than Minato, so I don't know, man. He might get slammed, but if Naruto runs out of the Sage Mode, then yeah, Hiruzen he probably takes it. Nah, to be fair to NCHammer, Seth called him a pedo first when he saw his anime figure. Yes, bro, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, Stevie, you know about it, bro. Raikage vid, definitely not one of your favorites. It's not about Heavy Sasuke. Nah, Heavy Sasuke is like probably my favorite, bro. That's probably one of my most favorite, because that's some shit that I came up with. But the Raikage one, I was like fucking spitting the entire video. I kid you not. Like the Raikage video, fucking spitting the entire video, bro. Like the Raikage gas in your latest vid. Hey, I appreciate that, hobby. Appreciate that. I really did like that vid. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't say that about a lot of my videos. Like, I take pride in my word, you know. But like, this one was honestly one of my favorites I've ever made. Can Warwick Obito solo the 5 Kage? Probably. Can Keisha and Naruto do it? Nope. Can the Edo Kage do it? Probably not. Didn't they get beat by the 5 Kage? Like, let's be honest. The Edo Kage kind of got beat by the 5 Kage. All except for the Raikage. Yeah, Seth called NCHammer a pedo when Seth did reaction to NCHammer's Itachi is dumb video. This was before Seth drama. Yeah, it was about like 8 months before. I think I was in chat when it happened, but I recently went back to watch it and it's like a whole lot worse than I remember. He was saying his teeth were fucking blue. He's making fun of his forehead. He was saying he was a pedo. It was insane, bro. So are we gonna act like NCHammer power scaling isn't terrible? Hey, we gotta find out. Stephen, we about to find out in this video. Once and for all, can NCHammer power scale? Looks Maxing community going crazy. We got 14-year-olds doing this shit. Hey man, all I'm saying is, bro, like, I don't even know what looks maxing is. You know, I've just seen like the fucking mogging memes, you know, where they put the finger on the chin and then they go like shh, and then they just got this fucking like buff dude. It's so funny. It's funny, but I mean, like, I don't even know what that shit really means. Is it just like making yourself look better, like lifting weights, or what? Weird you say Sage Mode Kabuto solos a 5 Kage, but Edo Itachi wouldn't, even though Itachi had to win in a very specific way against that Kabuto and couldn't kill him. I'm about that Edo Itachi greater than the 5 Kage life. I'd say you can make arguments for it, they're just not good arguments. I don't think any member of the Akatsuki could solo the 5 Kage, but I think Sage Kabuto pretty much beats any member of the Akatsuki. Like, Edo Itachi probably wouldn't have beat Sage Kabuto by himself. I'd say it's like a close fight because they both have win cons, like very good win cons, but Sage Kabuto has counters to most of his win cons. Personally thinking Hiruzen might have better Jutsu AP, but the Raikage and Onoki are terrible matchups for him because the Raikage too fast and Onoki doing a big particle style. Local collab with Sage at Thick House on can Heavy Sasuke beat each Akatsuki duo. Hey man, I cannot do that because I already did a very similar topic with my boy Lightning Snow. Go check that out on his channel. It's Heavy Sasuke versus every Akatsuki member. I was spitting facts, bro. But yeah, it was a great video. It was just came out like last week, to be honest. Old man Hiruzen is maybe weaker than Minato, but not Ninetales attack Hiruzen when he's 12 years younger than the fight in man. Old man Hiruzen from the Ninetales fight is still getting bodied by Minato. I'll tell you that, bro. Minato is still beating his ass. Not gonna lie, I was gonna do something, but fuck it, Loco. Hey man, love to see you in chat, cuz Edo Kage got beat by the two Kage. Like literally, it was just Gaara and Onoki, and the Edo Kage got solo. Technically, the Raikage got beat by Sage Naruto, but I mean, like, the 5 Kage would be enough to take down those Edo Kage. What, blue teeth? Yeah, Seth said NCHammer had blue teeth. It was kind of fucked up. I wonder if NCHammer is gonna get backlash now due to Seth coming back and the drama being fake or whatever. I don't know, man. NCHammer kind of in his own bubble, I'm not gonna lie. I like NCHammer, but he doesn't get the facts right. Seth isn't my kind of guy, as he tends to go off on people. Even if I don't like someone, you gotta be respectful to other content creators. Yeah, I try to poke fun at him, but now that I'm getting to know more people, I'm not trying to like shit on people anymore. Like, when I used to react to Daigo Knight's videos in the past, I was kind of wrong for like saying some fucked up shit about Daigo Knight. Like, I was wrong about that, you know. But MC, I feel like he's kind of just like a punching bag for the whole community, so I feel bad for him. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. Wouldn't you say Old Man Hiruzen is also above the Sannin, considering armed Orochimaru had to use Edo Hashirama and Edo Tobirama to help him? You could just make the assertion that he only used the Edo Tensei in order to like mock Hiruzen. Like, you could say he didn't really need him. I'd argue he didn't even need the Edo Tensei. He just kind of used him just to troll Hiruzen. Because Orochimaru really wasn't fighting until the end. Actually, he wasn't really fighting Hiruzen at all. Because immediately after Hiruzen sealed the Edo Kage, like, he went straight for Orochimaru. And then they got in that fucking long ass tussle where Hiruzen is trying to pull out his soul or whatever, you know. I don't know, Naruto should have looked max through the time skip. Look at the cut my boy has now. Need that hair cream type shit. Bro's going bald. What the fuck did middle-aged Hiruzen even do? Prime Hiruzen is something else. That's probably what you're referring to. But like Ninetales attack Hiruzen, he's probably like a little bit stronger. But I wouldn't say he's like leagues above the Sannin and the Raikage in there. I say he's still like a similar tier, bro. Hell no, I'm gonna say Ninetales Hiruzen mid to high dips Minato. Like, what does he do though? Like, honestly, what does he do? Yo, 2 from Stephen. Stephen John Baptiste. That's actually a dope ass name, bro. I've always like Baptiste. It sounds like you're a preacher, bro. It's okay, Daigo Knight be chatting nonsense. Yo, Daigo Knight is like, he's cool with Lightning Snow, and Lightning Snow is my boy, so I can't really be saying shit about Daigo Knight anymore. You know, that's why I had to take it easy, bro. But I appreciate the 2 though. Daigo Knight does have some pretty crazy takes, but I mean, like, he's still trying to get his bag regardless, bro. From TG, here is in slander jokes. Enjoy the stream, bro. Can't stay. Oh my god, bro, that boy is not beating shit. TG, he's not beating shit. Nah, I'm playing, bro. Here's in. Maybe he's underrated, bro. Maybe he's underrated. All I'm saying is Sage Naruto low-key dogging. I mean, I dropped the poll on it. I'm not gonna lie. I dropped the poll on it. Like, I believe it was last night. I don't know. I think it was last night. It was Sage Naruto from the Pain arc with no prep versus Old Man Hiruzen from the Ninetales attack. And most people, unsurprisingly, they did vote Sage Naruto. Obviously, that's like not an indicator of who would win, but I'd say Sage Naruto in stats like outscales Hiruzen, just based off the the fact that he'd be like above Jiraiya and Minato, you know. But if he runs out of Sage Mode, like he's getting cooked. He's getting cooked. Bro, you'd probably not, but shit, we standing on business. Oh man, bro. Oh my goodness. I appreciate you stopping by, T Jeezy. Oh my god. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I saw your newest video, bro. That shit was dope. That's like, I pretty much agree with everything. You know, we got difference of opinion on the Minato stuff, but when I heard that like you thought Hiruzen might be like slamming Sage Naruto, I was like, yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know, but like Edo Hiruzen is crack. I'll give you that. Edo Hiruzen is crack. He's like busting up the God Tree roots. He can kind of react to wait, was it Unstable Jubito? Or was it the real Jubito? If it's the real Jubito, he might be goated, bro. He might be goated. I'll give you that, bro. I'll give you that. I appreciate that, TG. Hey, what up, Nick? Loco on his character art. Loco really having a change of heart. Loco must have hit his head on a rock like Goku did to change character like this. What do you mean? Like, it's like all I said was Hiruzen from the Ninetales attack is losing to Minato. Like, come on now. OMG industry plant TG. Now you fucked up for that, bro. TG is self-made. Come on now. Daigo is ridiculous with his takes. Daigo's funny. He's a funny dude. He's entertaining. What up, Super Anime God? How you doing? I'm on that Minato KCM 2 speedway. Oh my god. As the #1 game of Bunto Glazer, gotta have high Minato skills. Man, that boy Minato is not KCM 2, bro. He's like Sage Naruto victim type shit. How strong is Kimimaro? Kimimaro is shit. Maybe like a Kakashi victim, possibly. Like part 1 Kakashi might give him the hands. I'd actually like to research that topic. Kimimaro versus Kakashi is low-key dope, bro. So for you, the question is, can Hiruzen outlast Sage Mode? Interesting. Yeah, it just depends. LMAO. Nah, that shit was definitely more generous to Hiruzen for sure. We'll definitely VC and catch a stream together too. Oh shit, yeah, bro. We can talk about it. I'm gonna catch you later. Alright, bro. Alright, bro. Let me know, bro. We can hop on some. Definitely, bro. Bro, I remember, like, it's been a minute since me and TG hopped on the track, bro. But last time we did, bro, we were cooking, bro. That was a long time ago, bro. But that was good times. I remember the first time I met TG, bro. We were just like chilling in call for like a fucking minute, bro. And I don't even remember what we were talking about. Like ever since I met TG, I've been drinking Mountain Dew. I remember we started talking about Mountain Dew. I think he said he don't like Mountain Dew. I was like, bro, you crazy, bro. That's like the core memory I have with my boy TG. Look, what are your thoughts on eggs and bacon? Bacon is top tier. What up, mortals? Can Hado Minato even make a Bijou Braum Bros a fraud? I'm pretty sure he does. I might be tweaking though. Edo, no sickness. Kimimaro wasn't sealed after a KC1 clone joined Mifune in his samurai army. Just saying. Yeah, but honestly, you don't really know what happened to that clone. Like, honestly, a number of things could have happened. Could have gone poof. It could have just like run away somewhere else. Like, you don't really know if Kimimaro was actually fighting the KCM1 clone for an entire day. It's just like, you wouldn't be able to prove it, basically. KCM1 Naruto can literally run as fast as Minato can teleport on a battlefield. Minato gets clapped. Oh my god, you're spitting. Pele is spitting, bro. Minato can only teleport as fast as KCM1 Naruto, and the Raikage can run, bro. Minato is such a fraud, bro. Loco, what are your thoughts on tea? I don't drink tea. I'm not a British person. Minato the best in godlike speed. I ain't downplaying. Hey man, only refers to when he was alive. The Raikage could have gotten faster over the 17 years since Shippuden. Me and Loco's core memory was asking Jordan his thoughts on fried chicken. Nah, you wild, bro. I do remember. I was gonna have Jordan hop on the stream, but I kind of wanted to do this one solo. I'm gonna get Jordan on eventually, though. That's my boy. Edo Minato never makes Bijou Bomb. He makes the super massive Rasengan. Yes, you're right about that. Loco, what are your thoughts on a Big Mac? Had McDonald's earlier today, bro. Had a 20-piece chicken nuggets. Shared it with my homie. Well, for I gotta clean the floor. My mom gonna give me chores. What the hell? Okay, I'm British and I don't need the disrespect, bro. Hey, bro. All I'm saying is, you're out of all of the English-speaking countries, like primarily English-speaking countries, British low-key bottom of the barrel. Even Canada is more respectable. I'm not even gonna lie. They got maple syrup. They have a weird president, but and their prices are extremely high up in Canada, if I remember correctly. But at least they're safe. Like Canada's very safe. And Australia, like come on, Australia is just cracked. But Britain, UK, you ain't like that. Hey, Loco, what are your thoughts on Mountain Dew? Don't get me started, bro. Hey, yo, what's up, Eternal? How you doing, bro? I miss you, bro. We gotta link up, Eternal. We gotta hop on the call. It just seems weird that Kishi showed a KCM clone about to throw Rasen Shuriken at Kimmy, but people say nothing possibly happened. I don't really remember that fight. All I remember is that you don't know what happened. I read it a few months ago, but I don't remember him throwing a Rasen Shuriken at anybody. Loco, what are your thoughts on Taco? Yeah, you racist, bro. You racist, bro. You're a piece of shit. But as a matter of fact, I love tacos. Come on. I love tacos. Australia greater than Britain? On God, bro. Britain ain't like that, bro. Britain ain't like that, bro. We whooped them back in 1770... 70-something. 76. I don't know. Don't live in Toronto. Houses are way too pricey. That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. Yeah, Canada is cool. They just pronounce words funny. A boot. Britain on top. We soloing Europe most our history. Yeah, look at you now, bro. Look at you now in Britain, bro. Look at you now, bro. You're less respectable than France. Come on now. Come on now. Let's be honest, Steven. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Didn't Napoleon like solo all of Britain? You know, he was like taking on the entire what is it called? It wasn't called the cohort. It was called the co-allegiance. I don't remember. From South Africa, we got English speakers speaking proper English for real. Yeah, I bet we barely got English speakers speaking proper English for real. Oh, because South Africa was colonized by Britain, huh? Loco being convinced that the Raikage doesn't slam the Sonian is crazy, bro. Has been brainwashed by Arab boys and TG. Hey, if you watch the video, I said he beats pretty much everyone, unless you can argue that the Great White Serpent would like beat the Raikage. Thunder God really thinks Tsunade is relative to version 2 Raikage? Bro, take it up with Thunder God, bro. Go ask him. Don't talk to me, bro. Why'd you even leave the server, bro? Did you get fear hacks by Marcus and Monoichi? Loco, what are your thoughts on fries? They're pretty good. Basically, a KCM clone has a fully formed Rasen Shuriken in his hand. We see a small scan of the blast, but we don't know if it hit them. We cut back to Kimimaru and Chio aren't sealed. Hey, send me the chapter number of that hobby. I know you're in Sage's server. You can either like ping me or you can just join Carcel, link in description. And you can let me see that scan, bro. I'd be down, but maybe another time. Busy AF with school. Are you talking about what Julian said? Yeah. I've been busy with school too, bro. It's been tough, but what are your thoughts on pizza? Pizza's good. Pineapple doesn't belong. Nah, bro. Pizza, pineapple on pizza is top tier, bro. Come on now. Let's be honest. It just seems weird to assume the Ross and Shuriken landed since there were sealing corpse on the sidelines of Mifune and they sealed Hanzo right after he was damaged. Yeah, slide the scan, bro. Or slide the chapter number at least. Nah, Napoleon lost the British and Navy. We just don't have a good history on land. Yeah. You guys are pussy. Nah, I'm playing. You got your ass kicked by like literally everybody. Didn't they force you out of the American colonies? They forced you out of India. I'm pretty sure South Africa had a revolution. Pretty sure who else beat the UK? Pretty much everybody, to be honest. Canada kicked you out type shit. I'm just saying, bro. Britain ain't like that, bro. Y'all are cooked. If we're being honest, unless you think Orochimaru that barely came out of Sasuke's curse mark is somehow stronger than he is normally, Orochimaru should just be able to do the Hydra stuff whenever. Yeah. Actually, the data book... Excuse me. Excuse me, Purple Echo. The data book actually states that with the very last of his strength, Orochimaru summoned the Great White Serpent. Or, no, not the 8-headed Hydra, excuse me. So that implies that even though Orochimaru was like running low on strength, he was still able to summon the 8-headed Hydra. So like that's something Orochimaru should normally be able to do. I left the server because it's infested by Era 8s and their Dynamite groupies. Now it's not fun. They're all just punching bags, Solus. It should be fun for you. TBH, unless I'm mod, I wouldn't join back because some motherfuckers are annoying and need to be muted like one. Bro, you spent the last like year bitching about not wanting to be a mod. The fuck are you talking about? Pineapple's absolutely goated. Yeah, sir. You already know. If you go to Domino's, I'm gonna put y'all on real quick. I'm gonna put y'all on. And if y'all are listening, I want you to come back and let me know if you ordered this. Go to Domino's. Ask for 3 toppings. You're gonna ask for pineapple, pepperoni, and ham. But that's not it. That's too basic. Instead of marinara sauce, you're gonna get the honey barbecue. Replace the marinara sauce with the honey barbecue. It smacks, bro. It smacks. I am putting you on right now. I'm putting you on. Come back next week, the following week, and let me know. Pineapple, pepperoni, ham, honey barbecue sauce instead of marinara. I'm telling you right now, that shit smacks on pizza, bro. That shit smacks on pizza. Loco, do you know the Italian Don? Man, fucking Italian Don. I'm the Mexican capo. Come on now, big Loco. Is Heavy Sasuke greater than or weaker than Kimimaro? Fuck no. Heavy Sasuke would shit on Kimimaro. I'll collect the scans with chapter numbers and I'll ask you with Sage's scan chat. All right, Hobby. I'll check it after stream. Chill, Loco. What do you mean? What do you mean? If Chidori can pierce Kimimaru's bones, Jid is cooked. Possibly. Hey, let me get started soon. I'm gonna read the chat for like 2 more minutes. I beat the UK single-handedly, bro. I feel like Cell, bro. If I pull up to the UK, I pull up like Cell, bro. It's time to destroy the British people, head ass. That would be me, bro. I'd solo. In World War II, their navy wasn't something to mess with. I'm a big World War II buff. Was it Britain, you mean? All I'm saying is the Japanese decided to take out the American Navy. They didn't worry about the British. They wanted to take out the American Navy. Come on now. Loco, do you like Papa John's barbecue chicken pineapple pizza? They make that? Dead ass? I didn't even know they made that, bro. I don't even go to Papa John's. Domino's is just the best. Wait, is the Hydra a summoning or his true form? It's like his highest form. Sage server is awesome. Bro, Jolene, you don't even be in cartel anymore, bro. You a traitor for real. You a deserter. Nah, we left the colonies voluntarily. We gave up because we went broke after the war. Man, you poor as hell. And our people were sick because of war, because we had to fight off the Nazi on our own for a year. Yeah, because the French gave up. The French got like slammed, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Sage's server is cringe. TG blocked me because I fear hacked him. Oh my god. You can't tell nobody you a Discord mod in 2024. I don't blame him. Crazy. My stomach bubbling. That was me earlier, bro. I was like fucking T Banks. My stomach hurt. My stomach hurt, bro. T Banks is funny as hell. I be watching him sometimes. TG blocked me out of Sage's server because I slammed him. We need to set up a debate between TG and fucking Peach Fuzz, bro. This man's soul has got too much pent up, built up hatred, bro. Bro, that pizza order got me drooling. God, hey man, I might have to order it after this. Got me fucking drooling, bro. It's even better if you get it like deep dish type shit, or what is it called, Brooklyn style, or I don't know what it's called, but I'm telling you, I'm putting you on, bro. If JIRAIYA goes Sage mode, it's probably a pretty good fight. Orochimaru has the Hydra, but Jiraiya did showcase Sage mode by one-shotting Animal Pass Summon, so his strength isn't too far behind Sage and Naruto. Yeah, I'm gonna actually have to get in this video soon. I've been on here for 30 minutes already, haven't reacted to shit. The Japanese did both Navy, but we were already fighting, so we didn't care. Americans did kind of come in and save your asses though, bro. And that's why we kicked y'all asses back in the 1700s, bro. How'd that Boston Tea Party feel, bro? How did that feel? How did that feel? How did the tar and feathering feel, bro? Loyalists got slammed in the colonies, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. General Cornwallis got booty fucked. Japan was fighting both of us and still lost. Papa John's greater than Domino's? I don't know about that, cuz Domino's has like the seasoned crust, bro. It's so good, bro. Nah, bro, my finals going on right now, Loco, so I'm really not that active on the internet. Nah, it's all good, bro. I'm messing with you. Bro, Loco, Batman made another video on me. Hey, TG. Peach Fuzz, slide me the link, bro. I want to see what Batman said. Was it like, I'll check out what he said later off stream. How can you tell when to use rationality over feats when debating? Let me put it this way. Actually, before I say that, can you expand on your question, Dom? What do you mean using rationality over feats? Like, I do have an answer for you, but I don't know if it's the answer you're looking for. So could you like be a little bit more specific? Boston Tea Party felt like we were fighting the French and Spanish. Yeah, I mean, like, bro, to be honest, like, beating the French isn't that big of a deal. Like, the 7 Years' War, like, y'all were bound to win that one. But you didn't, like, honestly, I feel like you were justified to tax the colonies after the 7 Years' War. But taxation without representation, that's fucking criminal, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all remember when Domino's was some booty juice? I do remember that. Domino's used to be ass, but now it's good. By the way, does Imperfect Sage mode not give precog like Perfect Sage mode, considering JIRAIYA is in Imperfect Sage mode got surprise attacked by the Osteopath? I don't think Sage mode gives you precog in general. Gives you better reaction speed, but not precog. Excuse me. God damn, the Mountain Dew hitting. He might be talking about how I said there's potential for Kimimaro to use his bones as lightning rods to deflect lightning release. That's kind of crazy, wank. Yeah, but I've been yapping for way too long, boys. I have been yapping for way too... Oh, shit. My shit just glitched. Holy... What the hell just happened? That was weird. Let me get to NCHammer's video right now. I didn't have it set up already. Hey, yo, fire from Josh. Let's go. Actually, the British gave us some tech that helped us win the war. The P-51 was powered by a British engine. Corsair 4FU was also why we won. Hold on. What is a P-51, bro? What is a P51? See, I know about like history, but I don't know about like the everything about history type shit. Hold on, this is gonna play something real quick. Y'all heard NC real quick, but it's all good. Hold on. Street saying Loco built like a PF1. Hey, they saying your mom built like a PF1. Fuck out of here. Okay. Let's do this shit. Y'all ready for this? Boom. Look at that beautiful face. Ah, yes, we are back again. Let me put my condom on. Ah, we are back again. We are back here again, guys. Most sexy plane made by the US. Oh, let me look up a P51 right now. P51. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that before. That's like the most standard plane you ever seen, but it's probably like a classic. Yap. Better than reaction. Yeah, we'll get back to the yapping after the video. I gotta give the people what they came here for though. Nah, most famous quote, American muscle, British brains, and Soviet blood goes crazy. Yeah, during World War II, the Soviets kind of did get their get whooped. It'd be different if he was active combat as opposed to a relaxed state. Oh wait, Sage won't give sentry abilities like we see from Karin or Ino, but JIRAIYA wasn't actively sensing for targets because he assumed he defeated pain. Yeah, Karin, her reaction speed is significantly less when she's not focusing on a target. Like she can sense like the version 2 Raikage's body flicker speed, but she can't like when she wasn't paying attention to Danzo and she got like perception blitz. Loco was a 2-ton honey bun. I know you're not talking Brummius, you fat piece of shit. I know you look like that motherfucker off of South Park, sitting in a fucking hole in his basement with your fat ass triple chin looking ass motherfucker. Got grease stains on his shirt. Shut your ass up, boy. Are you still timed out in the server, Brummius? I'm feeling good, bro. I might unban you, Brummius. Forgot what we came here for, TBH. We came here for Loco, simple as that. Hey man, I see Hella always repping me, bro. He like Hella is a real one, bro. You ever need a breakdown on World War II? I'm your guy. Hey man, we could talk about it in a VC, bro. You want to join cartel? I do like history. I do like talking about history, especially wars in particular. For example, Minato versus Tobirama speed. Everyone who argues use more speed. Everyone who argues you use more rational and narrative implications, whereas you use feats and sometimes rationality that makes more sense when debating. It's just like it kind of comes down to what would make your argument true or untrue, and what would make your opponent's arguments true or untrue. Like when you're thinking about Minato outspeeding the Hokage to the battlefield, if you're trying to refute that point, what would make that not true? Well, the fact of the matter is that it's never really shown that Minato ran to the battlefield, so it's possible that you can argue around that, which is why there's that equal interpretation that Monoichi came up with, which is why that it's like you really just have to think about what is possible and what isn't possible for your argument to be true or for your opponent's argument to be false, you know? All right, catch you later, Julian. Loco, do you know Casio or Queso? I don't know how to say the name, but yeah, I do know him. Yeah, for like 20 more minutes, I think, LMAO. All right, man, you got it. You can serve out your 20 minutes. I thought honey bun was a compliment. Apparently not. Yeah. I filled Brummius up like a honey bun, not like a Twinkie, bro. I turned him into a Twinkie last night. I gave him my load. All right. enough bullshitting. Let's get to the NCHammer. Well, let's get to the NCHammer. All right, this is JIRAIYA versus Orochimaru, who wins by our boy NCHammer. Yes. Let's see what he's gonna say here. Let me tell you guys off the bat, Orochimaru does take this specifically due to the 8-headed Hydra and possibly the Great White Serpent. If you give him Edo Tensei, obviously, you know, he's probably gonna win, you know. Orochimaru probably does take down JIRAIYA here. Not even gonna lie. Casio Loco stream would go crazy because the fat allegations would never be beat. Shut your ass up, bro. What? Well, alright. Perfect time to cut off the music. Let's get into it.
Friends to enemies. It's a story as old as time. You grow up thinking somebody's gonna be your best friend for life, only for them to turn into a murderous sociopath who's a borderline terrorist. It happens all the time. It happened to me. I know it happened to you. And that's probably why it happens in anime so often, because it's such an everyday experience. We all have a friend in Guantanamo Bay. Right? Okay, so it's never that intense, but it certainly is always that intense in anime, as it felt as though for about 15 years in anime and manga that if two characters were introduced in the beginning as friends, that eventually they would be enemies. Griffith and Berserk, Naruto and Sasuke, JIRAIYA and Orochimaru, because there's something that just hits about two characters who grew up side by side with each other, failing to understand each other more and more as they got older, and eventually falling out. Now, that kind of thing does happen all the time in the real world. It's usually not because one of them is trying to crack the code on all of the world's knowledge and is therefore relying on human experimentation, or because they want to kill their brother so bad they're willing to undergo any possible means and join a terrorist organization to, you know, finally get to that brother. But that's what fictional stories do. They take things that we understand at the core and trump them up to a level that we would find interesting. Because while reading about two friends falling out of their friendship is interesting, it's way more interesting when they have lightning hands. At least for my 4th grade brain. Now in the real world, when you fall out of a friendship with somebody, that's usually it. There's just one day that you usually don't realize the last time you ever see a person. It's called aging. However, in the anime world, the last time that you're gonna see that friend that you fell out with is when...
Yeah, bro's making me reflect on life right now. I'm just thinking about, damn, when is the last time I talked to them other people? It's been 90 seconds already. We haven't talked about anything, but yay. That's why we love NC.
Either you take their lives or they take yours. However, unfortunately, that's not always the case. See, while people like Griffith and Berserk and Naruto
Hey, yo, 20 from Drip Lord Entertainment coming back again, bro. I'm glad to see you in here, bro. Where you been at, bro? Where have you been at this whole time, Drip Lord? First of all, I appreciate that, bro. Coming in here blessing me. But let's see what you said. Orochimaru supremacy, but also for Heavy Sasuke with Dog Walk JIRAIYA, Orochimaru Tsunade, and all 5 Kage, moderate Kage, and negative difficulty. Yeah, honestly, I'd say he'd high diff moderate. Probably wouldn't be Kage, but you know, I feel like Heavy Sasuke could take down three-eyed Jubidar. You know, he could put the Jubi under Genjutsu. We know he already was able to put Orochimaru under Genjutsu. He destroyed his entire inner dimension, which is stated to be a universe. So basically Heavy Sasuke's Genjutsu is universal. The Ten Tails is just stated to have like limitless power, I guess. So you could just say that Heavy Sasuke's Genjutsu is a match for the Ten Tails. Genjutsu of the Ten Tails forces it to like disobey Madara. He rips out the Ten Tails from him. Then Heavy Sasuke becomes the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails. Like a perfect Jinchuriki with perfect control over the Ten Tails, unlike Madara and Obito, who were just kind of like... You ever think about that? Like, Madara and Obito were just like KCM1 type shit. They didn't really have full control over the Ten Tails. But, you know, the Ten Tails is going to have to submit to Heavy Sasuke, you know. And then he grabs his True Secret Orb staff. Or True Secret Orb Kusanagi blade. And then he just fucks up Madara, you know. From there on, it's just like over. But, like, Heavy Sasuke probably would be Jubidar type shit. I appreciate the 20, Drip Lord. I'm glad to see you, bro. Do you have this on 2x speed or is he high? I have it on 1.25, bro. But he is talking pretty fast. This is like 30 minutes, though, so I'm trying to get through this quick. Krispy Kreme strives to have this much glaze. It's not even glaze, bro. It's just facts, bro. Heavy Sasuke is universal. NC off the Red Bull type shit. As for where I've been recovering from surgery, hey, man, I hope it gets better, bro. I was supposed to have surgery last 2 months ago, but it didn't end up working out. But I'll be all right. Hope your recovery is better, though.
Sasuke get their big battles. There are some friends to enemies that unfortunately never do. And possibly the most egregious example of this is Jiraiya and Orochimaru, 2 out of the 3 legendary Sannin. 2 characters that perfectly resembled Naruto and Sasuke in their upbringing in Konoha and the downfall that led to their separation. Tied off with a little neat bow that both Naruto and Sasuke went to Orochimaru and Jiraiya respectively to be trained so that they could be better at killing each other. Something that ironically Jiraiya and Orochimaru never got to get around.
No way, Orochimaru's sucking on his neck, bro. He's freaky as hell. This man is giving Jiraiya a hickey, bro. What are you doing, bro?
But
NCHammer freaky as hell for putting this in his video, by the way.
because Jiraiya and Orochimaru never got to have their big emotional final battle does not mean that people don't wonder what would have happened if they did. And in fact, a hypothetical battle between Orochimaru and Jiraiya is one of the most hotly debated things in the entirety of the Naruto fandom. And thus it's actually kind of a wonder that I haven't gotten around to discussing it yet. Because really, no matter how you look at it, this battle could go either way. While a battle between Naruto and Sasuke for a long time appeared as though it was a coin flip, with many people believing in early Shippuden that Sasuke was much stronger than Naruto, we eventually got our answer by the end of Shippuden about who was stronger, and it was Naruto. However, one could absolutely argue that Naruto doesn't become stronger than Sasuke until he gets KCM 2. And quite honestly, I'd probably agree with you there, as Sasuke's final upgrade pre-Hug.
Wait, did he say KCM 2 Naruto is stronger than EMS Sasuke, bro? First of all, why are we so far off topic? But like, man, they are relative, bro. And see, don't get me started. The topic is Jiraiya versus Orochimaru. Let's not be wrong about KCM 2 Naruto and EMS Sasuke, bro. Let's not do this. Let's not do this, bro. Not today.
Answer by the end of Shippuden about who was stronger, and it was Naruto. However, one could absolutely argue that Naruto
Jiraiya told Kid Naruto to use the sexy jutsu. The Sannin are all freaks, bro. Oh my god, bro. They're just a... I did read that the other day, bro. I was like, man, this Jiraiya was actually one freaky ass motherfucker. He told a kid to... Oh my god, bro. Even Tsunade, who's the most normal, is an alcoholic who fist fights children. Oh my god, bro. That's crazy. Not gonna lie, Heavy Jubi Sasuke would look clean. Bro, I need someone to draw that for me, bro. I need like a fan art of Jubi Sasuke.
doesn't become stronger than Sasuke until he gets KCM 2. And quite honestly, I'd probably agree with you there, as Sasuke's final upgrade, pre-Hagoromo that is, happens long before the 4th Great Shinobi World War, while Naruto's doesn't happen until the 4th Great Shinobi World War. Now, obviously, Sasuke gets a 6-Tome Rinnegan, and Naruto gets Ninja Jesus powers, but they get those simultaneously. But we've never gotten that complete 100% undeniable piece of proof like we got for Naruto and Sasuke for Jiraiya and Orochimaru. And unfortunately, because of Jiraiya's current status at the bottom of an ocean, we never will. That is, until today. Because I've done the reading, I've done the analysis, and boy oh boy, do I have an answer. Which is why today we're talking Jiraiya versus Orochimaru. Before we get to this hypothetical beatdown, guys, please, for me, like this video, subscribe to the page, and commander of me being anime, between anime, sweatshirts, and stabilize, as every single one of the legendary Sannin are based off characters from Monogatari from the 1500s. Yes, that's right, the legendary Sannin are based off one of the oldest kept books in all of Japanese history, The Legend of the Gallant Jiraiya, in which a mountain sage with toad abilities and the ability to talk to and summon toads, alongside his wife named Tsunade, who's a princess with slug abilities.
Jiraiya and Oro picture is really heavy Sasuke and Loco for real.
Battle against an evil character known by Orochimaru, who has snake abilities and can summon and talk to snakes. So really, when it comes down to it, this battle between Jiraiya and Orochimaru is 500 years in the making. Well, that might sound really impressive. Indra battling against Asuras is one of the core tenets of Buddhism, and Buddhism is thousands of years old. So there's a lot of really old fights in Naruto. In Buddhism, Indra's the good guy. But we're not talking about the 500-year-old battle between Jiraiya the Gallant and Orochimaru. We're talking about their later interpretations in Naruto. Two characters that were raised side by side with each other in Team Hiruzen. A child genius orphan brought in and raised by Hiruzen in hopes that he could be the Hokage one day. And
Chat, do I skip? Hey, yo, Orochimaru really said, if Tsunade ain't sucking you, I got your back. Nah, you wild for that one, bro. Bro decided to be wrong about a totally different debate. Yeah, man. Just coming out the gate and saying KCM2 Naruto is just like leagues above EMS Sasuke is just insane.
Screw up who found his footing, who rejected being the Hokage 4 times. Two of the most powerful people in Konoha's history who started out as best friends and ended as mortal enemies. And while they would scuffle a couple of times throughout Naruto's story, they never truly got the one-on-one battle they deserved. But if they did, who would come out victorious? Well, before we answer that question, we have to set the stage. We have to talk about our two participants. We have to talk about their feats, how strong they were, the advantages and disadvantages they would have in battle. And then only after we've shown just how powerful each of our participants are and the abilities that they have, can we truly begin to tackle the topic of who would win. And since on the channel we believe they thems first, the first person we're going to be talking about is Orochimaru.
Did he just call Orochimaru a they them? Like a non-binary person? Like, what? Am I missing something? I'm pretty sure even in like the actual story of Naruto, Orochimaru is referred to as a he. Like, am I tweaking, guys? Hold on, let me go to like the latest iteration of Orochimaru. Hold on. I'm I'm kind of confused as to why he called Orochimaru a they them person, but I believe whenever um hmm let's see here. Okay, yeah. You killed Orochimaru. I wanted you to use this too. You're really surprised someone as resourceful as Orochimaru may not be killed so easily. And even if I find him vile, I need him to do something for me. This is just like a minor tangent, but I'm kind of feeling nerdy right now. Like, kind of confused as to why he said that. Orochimaru calls himself themselves Mitsuki's parent. Oh, he's talking about Boruto. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. He's talking about Boruto Orochimaru. Maybe Orochimaru is like non-binary in Boruto, but uh, are we talking about Boruto Orochimaru? Orochimaru is a plant. Plants have genders, by the way. That's crazy.
See, it's important to note here before we get into anything, actually, that we're not going to be talking about Boruto Orochimaru. I mean, to give Orochimaru 16 additional years of evolution after Jiraiya's death just doesn't feel fair. Because genuinely, if we were talking about Boruto Orochimaru versus Jiraiya, it's not necessarily close. While we haven't seen a ton from Boruto Orochimaru, they have gotten substantially stronger. And thus I believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that Orochimaru in Boruto is stronger than the strongest version of Jiraiya. Now, if you want to talk about Boruto Orochimaru versus Kashin and Koji, that's a different conversation. So the real question becomes, what version of Orochimaru are we going to talk about? Well, it's kind of tough, because you could really go one of two ways. You could say that the version of Orochimaru that battled against Hiruzen is the closest version that we get to Jiraiya's peak strength, as after Orochimaru's battle against Hiruzen, he loses the usage of his arms. On top of this, they're beginning to approach the 3-year limit in their vessel, which is why they're looking for Kibimaru and Sasuke and really anybody with enough power to make a perfect vessel. And thus, even though this weakened version of Orochimaru coexisted with the version of Jiraiya that we all know and love, to compare these two versions wouldn't do Orochimaru justice. However, the second option might be unfair to Jiraiya, because the second option for Orochimaru's form would be the form that he acquires in the beginning of the 4th Great Shinobi World War. That is to say, after they're reincarnated by Itachi to use Edo Tensei to bring the Hokages back to life. Now, the reason that this might be unfair is because this version of Orochimaru is using a white Zetsu as a vessel, which means that this version of Orochimaru has a Hashirama cell boost, as the white Zetsu were created using Hashirama cells, meaning that more likely than not, this Orochimaru has access to things like wood release and crazy regeneration, though during the 4th Great Shinobi World War, they may not have been aware of that. And thus we're left with kind of a weird quandary, because technically if we take the white Zetsu version, that's after Jiraiya's death, so that would still be giving Orochimaru a leg up in terms of time to evolve. But if we take the version of Orochimaru that battled against Hiruzen, we're ignoring all the progress that Orochimaru makes in terms of their research during Naruto's timeline. But since the only thing that we've ever seen Orochimaru really get out of being a white Zetsu vessel is the fact that they no longer have to switch bodies, as white Zetsu doesn't have a will that's battling against Orochimaru and it doesn't decay since it has the rapid regeneration ability of Hashirama cells, I think genuinely taking Orochimaru at the beginning of the 4th Great Shinobi World War is the safest version of them that we could use in a battle against Jiraiya. And thus, any feats accomplished during the 4th Great Shinobi World War, I'm not going to take into account. We're going to assume for the circumstance
2 times speed for NCHammer's actual brain rot. The crazy thing is I only have it in 1.25. Like, he's actually speaking this fast on his own. Like, this isn't 2 times speed. This is just him, like, almost normal. He's only like a slightly faster than normal, so he's like a fucking rapid fire right now.
Of today's video, that the first thing that Orochimaru has to do after being brought back by Sasuke is battle against Jiraiya, which is a great reason to bring somebody back to life if you ask me. So how strong is that version of Orochimaru? Presuming he still gets to cut open the Shinigami stomach and get his arms back. Well, let's go over what Orochimaru was able to accomplish up until that point and their stats. Chronologically, one of the first things that we ever see Orochimaru accomplish is that during the 2nd Great Shinobi World War, they're able to go toe-to-toe with the likes of Hanzo the Salamander, a man who was said to be...
Alright. I'm now convinced that NCHammer pads for his videos. Like, he doesn't just mention this stuff, like, just because, like, he's actually doing this just to fucking pad for his videos. Because the funny thing about Orochimaru fighting Hanzo is that Jiraiya also fought Hanzo. And the even funnier thing is that they fought Hanzo together. So it's like, this was also so far before their respective primes. It's like, why do we need to bring this up? Like, I'm actually convinced he pads for his videos now. Like, the reason why he mentions the entire fucking lifespan of his combatants and versus videos is specifically to pad. Before, I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, saying that he was just trying to be thorough, trying to explain all the characters and everything. But, like, there is literally absolutely no reason in bringing up fucking Hanzo here. It's just not fucking... It's not worth even talking about. Like, this is actually insane. That's the reason why his videos are so long. That's crazy, bro. Oh my goodness. Bro literally talks in fast forward. Yeah. Hey, Loco, you think Sick Orochimaru beats Sage Jiraiya? No. I don't see why he would. Hey, man, it's money and normies enjoy it. Yeah, he's milking the watch times for this shit. He's a very entertaining person. He speaks like the way he inflects his voice is like good for showmanship. But damn, this is why all his videos are so long. He literally pads this shit for no reason, bro. You could really just make this shit into like a 20-minute video, maybe even a 15-minute video, and then just peace out. But bro is talking about Hanzo.
To be stronger than all of the legendary Sannin combined. And while the legendary Sannin were the people who led an army of Konoha shinobi into the Hidden Rain, by the end, only the legendary Sannin were left standing. Now, technically, this feat doesn't mean all that much because Jiraiya was there as well, but it's still impressive nonetheless.
Then why are we talking about it? We don't even know anything about the fight. We just know that the three of them fought Hanzo, and that's it. And like, where does Hanzo even... She's just not relevant here at all. It's not really worth talking about. So it's like...
But this feat is a little bit more impressive for Orochimaru because Orochimaru was deemed by Hiruzen in their battle to be the strongest of their generation. As Hiruzen, while thinking about the past that he had with Orochimaru, said that Orochimaru was the kind of genius that only comes around every couple of decades. And Hiruzen wasn't the only person who had good things to say about Orochimaru. As Hashirama, when he's brought back by Orochimaru a second time, praises Orochimaru for being such an outstanding shinobi. And pretty much everybody on Earth is aware of how much of a threat Orochimaru is. As even the Akatsuki, one of the most feared criminal organizations in all of Naruto, saw Orochimaru as a legitimate threat and dedicated a fair amount of resources to trying to kill him whenever they had the opportunity. As they
Hanzo really the first dude in Shippuden with a shiesty for real? Yeah, man, he was down for that stuff, bro. He really poisoned people. Sick Orochi scales just below Heavy Sasuke? Oh, hell no. Heavy Sasuke in base is just like better than Orochimaru. Well, I don't know about base. And that's not even Heavy Sasuke. That's like beginning of Shippuden Sasuke. Beginning of Shippuden Sasuke with Curse Mark 1 active. Went up to Orochimaru and he says, Orochimaru, I'm stronger than you now. And Orochimaru gets pissed off. And even before that, after Sasuke got finished soloing an entire army in base, Orochimaru looks at him and he says, they called me a genius, but compared to him, ... So Orochimaru is just kind of admitting inferiority to base BOS Sasuke, not even Heavy Sasuke, so he doesn't scale. Fair, but Sick Orochimaru was still under the impression that he could win. Once again, not Heavy Sasuke. Hugely below since Heavy Sasuke almost no-diffed him. Yeah, destroyed his entire inner dimension, which is stated to be a universe. Loco, do you have pre-war Orochimaru, no sickness, and with arms above Heavy Sasuke? I think Heavy Sasuke scales above the Sannin in general. Hansen is stronger than Sage Kabuto? What? Oh, you mean Hanzo? Nah, man. JK, don't ban me. I hope you're playing. Heavy Sasuke stomped White Snake Orochimaru and then eroded his will within his own dimension. Yep. He also genjutsu'd Manda, who Orochimaru struggled to control. Orochimaru was not delusional, he just misjudged his growth. Yeah, so Orochimaru, like, that literally just... Hold on. That literally contradicts what you said earlier. Because you said Orochimaru was still under the impression he could win. But right now you're saying that he misjudged Sasuke's growth. So it literally doesn't matter if Orochimaru thinks he's win if you've already conceded that he doesn't know how strong Sasuke is. So, yeah. This Chiyo op is not stronger than Sage Kabuto.
His pretty much sole mission outside of collecting Jinchuriki was trying to kill Orochimaru. And the craziest bit about the Akatsuki fearing Orochimaru is that while they were fearing him, he was in a weakened state. Being weakened never really affected Orochimaru in any way that mattered, as Orochimaru, while deeply ill and without the usage of their arms, was not only able to compete against both of his fellow Sannin when it came to blows early on in Naruto, but was also able to battle against a four-tail version 2 cloak version of Naruto, going so far as to stop one of his tailed beast bombs with their triple Rashomon gates. And all this fear garnered towards the mere mention of Orochimaru's name was justified. Orochimaru has one of the largest chakra reserves out of anybody in Naruto, and is also one of the most foremost geniuses when it comes to the molding of said chakra. Now, some people don't believe this to be true because Orochimaru wasn't able to undergo Snake Sage mode, but the reason that Orochimaru wasn't able to undergo Snake Sage mode was the frailty of their body, as there's 3 necessary attributes that one needs to have to undergo Sage mode: an insane amount of chakra, an insane amount of chakra control, and a strong body. Orochimaru only has 2 of these. But this doesn't mean that Orochimaru doesn't have Sage-like abilities, as Orochimaru can not only absorb chakra from somebody else's body through physical contact, which not only gives them chakra, but also the skills and knowledge of the person they're absorbing chakra from, but also has such precise chakra control that even without the usage of their arms, they're still able to use things like ninjutsu. And if you can't use your arms, that means no hand signs. And on top of this, even without the full usage of their arms,
hey, yo, another 10 from Drip Lord Entertainment. Once again, coming in here, blessing me. Local no bias. Heavy Sasuke versus a hypothetical beginning of Shippuden Sage mode Naruto without Shadow Clone Mastery or Rasen Shuriken. So, like, Sage Naruto, no clones, no Rasen Shuriken. Is what you're saying. Drip Lord, the thing is, I think Heavy Sasuke would be normal Sage mode Naruto. From the Pain arc. Warwick Sage Naruto, that's something else. I actually have a video coming about that soon. But yeah, I do think Heavy Sasuke beats like normal Sage mode Naruto just based off better speed scaling and likely even better AP scaling outside of the Rasen Shuriken. And I think he's fast enough to dodge the Rasen Shuriken, or at least counter it with his fire release, which is wind is weak to fire. So no bias, like deadass, Heavy Sasuke would give normal Sage Naruto a run for his money, enough to the point where Naruto would run out of Sage mode stocks, and then like Heavy Sasuke would just fucking destroy him basically. But I appreciate that, bro. I mean, he thought he stood a chance and then later realized after. Still, Orochimaru would have to be somewhat relative. I mean, define relative. Like, obviously, Sasuke from the beginning of Shippuden wasn't, like, perception blitzing Orochimaru. But he did, like, make him look like a bitch, basically. Like, if we want to... I'm going to get off on a fucking tangent here, thanks to Cal. But, I mean, I like Cal a lot. I've known him for a while. But, basically, if we go back to right here... it's a few chapters prior to this. He literally no-diffs the Great White Serpent. He no-diffs the Great White Serpent. So, he kind of goes into Curse Mark 2 just to fucking flex. He cuts him up really badly. And this is all you see. He's just standing in Curse Mark 2. Orochimaru flies at him. The chapter ends. Next chapter, he's just bitched on the floor. Cut up, bro. He looks stupid. Right? And Sasuke only gets kind of quote-unquote put down because of the numbing effect of the Great White Serpent's blood. So basically, he bitched Orochimaru, sick Orochimaru, like he wasn't anything to him. Only when he got paralyzed was Sasuke vulnerable enough to be caught by the Great White Serpent. Because Orochimaru tried this shit earlier in the previous chapter. He lunged at Sasuke, you know. He did it again over here, trying to catch him, give me your body. And Sasuke in base is easily dodged. Actually, no, this is CM1 Sasuke, excuse me. But Sasuke is easily dodging him, right? So it's like he's outspeeding him, dodging all of his attacks, and then he's only put down or weak enough to get caught by him once the numbing effect has already taken place. Like Orochimaru literally did absolutely nothing to him prior to this. Like he says, Orochimaru, I'm stronger than you. You know? And then he just bitches the Great White Serpent. So I wouldn't say relative is a very, very loose term, because we see Sasuke outspeeding him here in the Great White Serpent, which is his true form, quote unquote. So you could say that the Great White Serpent is stronger than normal Orochimaru, and I'd agree with that. But really, it's like Sure, they are quote unquote relative enough to where Sasuke isn't perception blitzing him, but there's a very clear difference in strength right here. He's just getting fucked over by Sasuke. He knew about Kirin and still thought he could take him right up until the end. I mean, you could just say that he knows about how Kirin works, and I mean, like, you could just say the conditions weren't right to perform Kirin or whatever. That's not really an indicator of anything. Especially, like, maybe he thought Kirin wouldn't be able to hit them, because technically they're in a bunker right here. They're like underground or whatever. But maybe Orochimaru was trying to catch him before he could get Kirin off or whatever. That doesn't really matter. Like, all we know is that, like, he still got bitched by Sasuke, so even beginning of Shippuden Sasuke is just greater than sick Orochimaru. Likely weaker than full power Orochimaru, but heavy Sasuke is just greater than that. Sorry, I should have put... I'm gonna end up reading chat. Naruto wins? Not even gonna lie. Heavy Sasuke just might fold him, bro. I think normal stage mode Naruto is slightly above heavy Sasuke high diff. I don't know, man. Sasuke just has better speed scaling. Serious question though, couldn't Hanzo beat way stronger opponents with his poison, or is he just getting perception bliss at this level? Like, what do you mean? Like heavy Sasuke level? If you seriously wank the White Serpent, you could argue the White Serpent forced Sasuke to go CM2. At the same time, you could just say Sasuke was trying to flex on Orochimaru. Because he was easily dodging all of his attacks beforehand. You know, he's cutting up the serpent, fucking moving out of the way and everything like that, so. Yeah, let's get back to the video, though. No more bullshitting.
Was able to stun a four-tailed Naruto with a punch. And taijutsu isn't even Orochimaru's specialty, but you better believe they're incredible at it, as Orochimaru's also gone toe-to-toe with a Sharingan amped Sasuke and won in a taijutsu bout. And the reason that Orochimaru was able to throw this punch in the first place is because after Orochimaru lost their arm...
What did he say?
Specialty, but you better believe they're incredible at it, as Orochimaru has also gone toe-to-toe with a Sharingan amped Sasuke and won in a taijutsu bout. And
that's literally never... Oh, are you talking about... Bro, is he talking about the fucking Forest of Death? Come on now, bro. Why are we bringing up Forest of Death Sasuke?
The reason that Orochimaru was able to throw this punch in the first place is because after Orochimaru lost their arms, they were able to switch into a new body. But switching bodies isn't the only body modification that Orochimaru does. In fact, Orochimaru kind of acts like a Los Santos Customs for their own body. Because as a reminder, Orochimaru wants two things: the perfect body and immortality. And honestly, relatable, which led Orochimaru to make a myriad of changes to their body, which has given them things like a healing ability, as Orochimaru is able to regenerate from injuries at a superhuman pace. However, should Orochimaru sustain an injury that they're unable to recover from, they have the Orochimaru-style body replacement technique that allows Orochimaru to regurgitate from their old injured body a completely new and healed body, kind of like a snake shedding its skin. And while this sounds incredibly broken, because wow, every single time Orochimaru ever gets fatally injured, they can just make a new body, this technique does require a massive amount of chakra. So Orochimaru can't really do this technique and then continue fighting. But it does basically mean that Orochimaru at any given moment has at least 2 lives. On top of this, Orochimaru is able to manipulate their body basically however they want. That is to say that Orochimaru is able to extend their neck or their arms or their legs. And these body modifications have also massively increased Orochimaru's durability, as Orochimaru has taken 2 point-blank punches from 100 Seals enhanced Tsunade and lived to tell the story, and while it injured them enough that they needed to retreat. Still, pulling that off is massively impressive when you consider the fact that Tsunade, through the power of 100 Seals kick, was able to crack Madara Susanoo ribcage. On top of this, Orochimaru has also taken a point-blank Shira Tensei from the Devil Path, took a point-blank blow to the face from a one-tailed Naruto, and was able to stop a version of the 4-tailed Naruto's tailed beast bomb. However, Orochimaru did say if that tailed beast bomb were to hit them, that they would have died. And so that gives us an interesting little look into the possible durability of Orochimaru, but we'll get back to that. But Orochimaru's body modifications have gone a lot further than just giving them the ability to regurgitate a new healed body, as Orochimaru's body modifications have essentially made their true body a giant white snake, which is essentially just hundreds, if not thousands of snakes, all making one bigger snake. And the blood of all of these snakes is poisonous. That is to say that the second this blood hits the air, it aerosolizes, and anybody who inhales that immediately gets frozen. In this form is how Orochimaru is able to switch bodies, specifically by using living corpse reincarnation, as Orochimaru enters his form, eats a new body, and then inhabits said body for at least 3 years. Here's the funny thing about living corpse reincarnation: anybody who Orochimaru consumes not only becomes their new vessel, but also Orochimaru gets access to any of the abilities of said new vessel, on top of all of the other abilities that they maintained from previous vessels. Orochimaru is essentially Kenjaku, or I guess...
Alright, name an ability that Orochimaru has gained from somebody else. that's relevant in this topic. Like, come on now. Let's like, bro. Why are we talking about this?
Oh, I just remembered something. Because Orochimaru was brought back to life using Kabuto's skin, this means the version of Orochimaru brought back during the 4th Great Shinobi World War comes back with all of the abilities that Kabuto stockpiled, which means when Orochimaru comes...
Does he actually come back with Kabuto's skin, or am I tweaking? There it is. Does he actually come back with Kabuto's skin, or am I tweaking? I might be tweaking. I don't remember that happening. Oh, he does. He says, dig out a piece of Kabuto's body and give it to me. Honestly, that's actually pretty crazy for Orochimaru. Like, he actually might have Kabuto's abilities. That's insane, bro. Like, NCHammer low-key spitting with that one. That's crazy.
Comes back during the 4th Great Shinobi World War. He gets all of the Sound Village's 5 abilities and the abilities of Taka, which means he gets Sakon and Ukon's Kekigenkai, Jugo's Clan's Kekigenkai. He gets Shikatsum Yaku, Hydrification, and Karin's Uzumaki Life Force and Healing ability. That can't be that. No, that's not fair. We can't say that form. Because here's the thing. That version of Orochimaru, the Orochimaru that has his arms that is now built out of Kabuto's flesh, is stronger than the Kabuto that battled against Itachi and Sasuke. And while the strength of that...
Technically, he also has Hashirama cells whenever he takes over the Zetsu body at the Uchiha hideout. So, War Orochimaru is pretty correct. Alright, catch you later, Pele. Did you not know that? Hey, man, it's been a while since I normally skip over this shit. Like, this isn't very important to read. It's been a while since I read this. I thought he just came out of Anko's curse mark.
Version of Kabuto is somewhat of a contentious topic, as obviously that version of Kabuto was able to go toe-to-toe with the likes of Itachi and Sasuke, but Itachi and Sasuke couldn't kill him. That is an insane boost for Orochimaru. Like, come on. I think we're all aware that Jiraiya doesn't win that battle. Not to mention that since he's almost entirely comprised of Hashirama cells, since he's now a white Zetsu vessel, their already superhuman healing abilities accelerated even further. They can perfectly shapeshift into anybody they want to, and they don't need nourishment anymore. Not to mention that during the 4th Great Shinobi World War, Orochimaru figures out self-healing technique, which allows them to heal all the injuries they have with 100% certainty. Which means, hypothetically, if you lose a leg, you do the hand signs for self-healing technique, and then boom, got a new leg. You get poisoned, you do the hand signs for self-healing technique, you're no longer poisoned. This technique completely negates all physical ailments, returning the user to their original form in a matter of seconds. We can't give that to Orochimaru. It's unfair to Jiraiya. He didn't get a 4th Great Shinobi World War boost. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a quick reroute. We're gonna say the Orochimaru we're talking about is not the 4th Great Shinobi World War Orochimaru. We're talking about the Orochimaru that was killed by Sasuke, but with no illness and the usage of their arms. That's the fairest possible fight.
So
Cool. We get on the new rules
Orochimaru,
bet. Let's move on to
basically.
Orochimaru's ninjutsu. Orochimaru's knowledge of ninjutsu is probably the greatest out of any shinobi ever. The fact that Orochimaru was raised by Hiruzen, a man referred to as the Professor, as he learned all of the jutsu of the leaf, and Orochimaru's infinite quest for all of the knowledge in the universe, makes him becoming the most knowledgeable person on all things ninjutsu, genjutsu, senjutsu, and taijutsu. Not the craziest thing you've ever heard. I mean, Orochimaru was born a genius and was given the right circumstances to thrive. And because this, Orochimaru excels in any version of jutsu, whether it be barrier ninjutsu, fuin jutsu, juin jutsu, ninjutsu, taijutsu, genjutsu, senjutsu, clone techniques, medical ninjutsu, space-time ninjutsu. You best believe that Orochimaru is in the top 5. Not to mention Orochimaru is no scrub when it comes to the physical part of fighting, as Orochimaru is also an incredibly practiced kenjutsu practitioner, as Orochimaru and their sword of Kusanagi was able to go toe-to-toe against Hiruzen and his legendary extendable bow staff, a bow staff that was made of adamantite, mind you. And while adamantite is the hardest element in the Naruto universe, Monkey King Enma, who makes the adamantite staff, said that after going toe-to-toe with the blade of Kusanagi, that they would be severely bruised. Now, this is because the sword of Kusanagi is said to be able to cut through anything, including the abdomen of your former teacher and kind of dad. Not to mention that Orochimaru is one of the very few people in Naruto that has the ability to use all 7 releases, those being the 5 basic elemental releases and yin and yang. But maybe the most prolific thing about Orochimaru is their summonings, as Orochimaru has access to a myriad of different snake summonings, whether they be Manda 2, or the 2-headed snake that Orochimaru summoned to destroy Konoha during the Konoha Crush arc. Orochimaru has access to some of the most terrifying summons we've ever seen. Tie that into the fact that Orochimaru also has the 8 branches technique, Orochimaru's strongest move, that turns Orochimaru into a massive 8-headed snake bigger than Manda, and you have a terrifying kaiju level opponent to go against. But those aren't even Orochimaru's worst summonings, as Orochimaru also has access to Edo Tensei, which allows Orochimaru really whenever they want to bring back some of the strongest ninjas in history to fight alongside them. And while since we're not talking about the reincarnated version of Orochimaru, and therefore their control over Edo Tensei isn't nearly as good as it is in the 4th Great Shinobi World War, as a large reason that Orochimaru was able to control people like Tobirama was the fact that his body was almost entirely Hashirama cells. This version of Orochimaru still...
Wait, bro, NC, I just realized you said we were talking about pre-war arc Orochimaru, so like, are we still talking about like the war arc Edo Tensei? Like, I swear he just mentioned Tobirama with Hashirama cells, so that would be the war arc Edo Tensei. So like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
has some incredibly impressive Edo Tensei feats, like summoning the third Kazekage to battle against Sasori's third Kazekage puppet. So all in all, Orochimaru's stats stack up like this. Attack potency-wise, Orochimaru has a couple of really impressive feats, like being able to cut Tsunade multiple times even though he was suppressed, and Tsunade is way physically stronger than him. On top of this, while suppressed, he was able to go toe-to-toe with Sasori's third Kazekage puppet. On top of this, prior to Sasuke killing him, even in his most suppressed state, he was still stronger than Kabuto, who referred to him as a monster. And that monster tag is justified because Orochimaru was able to go toe-to-toe with the likes of a four-tailed Naruto in that suppressed state. And while Orochimaru wasn't able to cut through Naruto's version 2 cloak, the fact that he was able to pressure a four-tailed Naruto means that his attack potency level is somewhere around Mountain to Island. And that's corroborated when you consider the fact that even after Sasuke pulled a surprise feat on Orochimaru at Orochimaru's weakest, in Orochimaru's true form, he was able to pressure a version 2 curse mark version of Sasuke. Now tie that into the fact that we know this version of Orochimaru also had access to the 8 branches technique, as we're also considering the Orochimaru that battled against Itachi here, the second time that is, and therefore we can assume that Orochimaru with the 8 branches technique, no illness in the usage of their arms, is easily island level. Now speed-wise, Boruto Orochimaru is relativistic.
Wait, why did we just say he was island level? Like, you didn't provide a calc, you didn't provide a basis for that. Are you going off the Bijou bomb, which Orochimaru said would kill him? Like, what is your basis for saying Orochimaru is only island level? It's kind of weird, bro. It is actually very weird.
As Orochimaru in Naruto's most recent light novel was able to bang with a base version of Naruto, who is fast enough to dodge a photon laser beam in base. Photon laser beam obviously travels at the speed of light, but pretty much the only speed feat we have for Orochimaru is the fact that he was able to dodge heavy Sasuke while massively sick. So this version of Orochimaru is massively hypersonic plus. Now durability-wise, we get to talk about what we were talking about earlier, as Orochimaru was able to survive a direct attack from one-tailed Naruto with little to no damage, which is probably a mountain-level feat. Tie this into the triple Rashomon gates and the 8.
What? I mean, Orochimaru is fucking strong, but like I'm not saying that he wouldn't be able to destroy a mountain. That's not what I'm saying, but I just don't understand how he's pulling mountain level out of his ass. Like, he probably, like, if you wanted to calc Orochimaru's best feats, he probably could pull off something like that. But it's like, where are you getting this from, bro?
Branches technique, and when you consider the fact that the triple Rashomon gates were able to stop a tailed beast bomb from a four-tailed Naruto, this would tell us that Orochimaru's durability is at least island level. But how do they stack up against Jiraiya? Jiraiya is hailed as one of the most powerful
So the funny thing is, Orochimaru literally stated that he wouldn't have been able to survive that Bijou bomb, and he still scales his durability to that Bijou bomb. It's kind of weird, bro.
Shinobi that Konoha's ever created, which was cemented as fact when he was able to go toe-to-toe against the likes of Hanzo the Salamander. And it's a possibility that Jiraiya's famed power spanned even further than that of Orochimaru, as both Itachi and Kisame, when they came to Konoha, kind of to remind Danzo that Itachi was still alive, both individually admitted that if they were to battle against Jiraiya, they would at best reach a stalemate, which is a little compelling piece of evidence if you choose to believe it for a later on conversation. And when it comes to head-to-head competition, Jiraiya's got a leg up on Orochimaru in one regard, and that's that he was offered to be Hokage 3 times and would have been offered a 4th if he had survived his mission in the raid, while Orochimaru wasn't offered once. But Orochimaru would have said yes.
Why does that matter?
That as you will. In fact, Jiraiya was so powerful that Kakashi...
I mean, you could just say Orochimaru the first time. This is a crazy picture of him, by the way. It looks like he's trying to like hit you with that light skin stare. But the first time Orochimaru couldn't become Hokage because Hiruzen literally caught him experimenting on people. And then from after that, nobody wants like a fucking kidnapping murderer as their Hokage. So it's no wonder why he didn't get offered Hokage again. It's like literally Orochimaru and Jiraiya are stated to be relative to each other multiple times. And for some reason, he brought up the Itachi and Kisame bullshit, which is insanely stupid. I hope he's not going where I think he's going with this. It's like they're just stated to be relative multiple times. And we know how Itachi dealt with Orochimaru, so he'd do the exact same fucking thing to Jiraiya. I don't really understand why he just said that, bro. I don't understand where he's going with this. Where is that statement? Oh, hold on. It's back here. It's back here. It's not that far. I really hope he's not going to say what I think he's about to say. Because if you think Jiraiya beats up Itachi, then you must think Orochimaru does the same, since they're just blatantly stated to be relative to each other. There they are. I have the scan pulled up just in case he shows it on screen.
One of the strongest ninjas in the history of the Leaf found the idea of him being defeated in a one-on-one absurd. And the man who defeated him in a one-on-one, Nagato, admitted that if Jiraiya understood how the Rinnegan worked, that they would have lost. There's also an interesting piece of information we're going to keep in our wallet. Jiraiya also has something going for him that Orochimaru simply does not. See, there are 3 things that one needs to become a sage: a strong body, a ton of chakra, and precise chakra control. While Orochimaru only has 2 of those things, Jiraiya's got 3. And thus Jiraiya, unlike Orochimaru, is able to undergo sage transformation, though not not perfect Sage transformation. But that's not necessarily a bad thing for Jiraiya, because while Jiraiya is able to undergo Sage transformation by himself, when he's truly getting very serious, he summons Fukakuzu and Shima, aka Ma and Pa, and welds them to his shoulders, so that they're able to pull in nature energy and turn it into Senjutsu chakra and pump it into his body while he fights, meaning that Jiraiya is one of the only sages ever to be able to fight and pull in nature chakra simultaneously. Really only Hashirama and kind of Kabuto falling into that categorization. But because of this, Jiraiya also has another advantage. See, because Jiraiya is tapped into 2 other living beings whenever he enters the real version of his Sage mode, this makes placing Jiraiya under Genjutsu next to impossible. One, because Ma and Pa would be able to disrupt his chakra.
Why are we talking about Genjutsu when it's Orochimaru versus Jiraiya? Like, has Orochimaru ever displayed, like, any decently powerful Genjutsu in the first place? Like, come back from sweeping and NC still yapping. This is nothing new. I don't know why he brought up Genjutsu. Like, I mean, if you're talking about Jiraiya's Genjutsu, sure, but he's talking about Jiraiya having resistance to Genjutsu, which literally is not very relevant here.
Chakra flow and break him out of it, and 2, because being a sage at all pretty much makes you invulnerable to Genjutsu.
Base Oro versus Sage Mode Jiraiya. Who wins? Probably Sage Mode Jiraiya. I'm not gonna lie.
As the enter Sage mode,
Unless
one
he
needs
gets off
incredibly
that
precise
sensei.
chakra control, and you don't get placed under Genjutsu unless the person placing you under Genjutsu has more precise chakra control. When it comes down to ninjutsu, however, Jiraiya's a little less specialized than Orochimaru, but that's not to say that Jiraiya's ninjutsu is weaker than Orochimaru's. Just the bag is a little shallower. See, Jiraiya usually uses toad-based ninjutsu, whether those be toad oil bombs, summoning a toad's esophagus around him to protect himself and trap those around him with him, or hiding himself in a target's shadow with his technique Toad Flatness, gives him complete control over his target's mind and body. It's kind of like the Naru shadow control technique, however, Jiraiya has to merge his body into somebody's shadow instead of grabbing their shadow with his own shadow. On top of this, like Orochimaru, Jiraiya is able to manipulate his body. See, while Orochimaru has the ability to extend their neck and arm and legs, Jiraiya has the ability to control the length and tensile strength of his hair, which he can either use to bind enemies, destroy enemies, or surround himself and defend himself. But maybe more impressively than anything, Jiraiya is able to use the Rasengan, and even the Big Ball Rasengan. And when he's in his Sage mode, the Ultra Big Ball Rasengan. Jiraiya is also an incredibly practiced practitioner of Fuinjutsu, as Jiraiya completely understands the workings of the 8 trigram seal. He can also use Barrier Ninjutsu, like his Canopy Method Formation Jutsu, that allows Jiraiya to detect any movement within the bubble that he creates. And really, when it comes down to it, in terms of offensive ninjutsu output, Jiraiya just has a leg up on Orochimaru, and that usually comes through his Sage mode amps, as the techniques like Sage Art Goemon, which has him, Mom, Pa releasing either wind style, toad oil, or fire all simultaneously to create one of the most explosive and dangerous fire release moves we've seen in all of Naruto, allowed him to go toe-to-toe with enemies of caliber that Orochimaru simply couldn't touch, like Nagato. However, where Jiraiya does falter is the durability category. See, because Jiraiya's only ever
Please
been
don't try to scale Jiraiya to pain, bro. Let's not do that, bro.
to the brink of his death twice, and that was from Naruto's four-tailed form and the monstrous strength of Tsunade. But considering the fact that those are 2 people that Orochimaru has fought against and has tanked shots from, it doesn't look super great for Jiraiya that those are the 2 times that he almost died. As Orochimaru was able to take full 2 strength punches from Tsunade, using her strength of 100 seal, mind you, which I seriously doubt she used on Jiraiya for peeping on her, and Orochimaru was able to stop a tailed beast ball from Four Tails Naruto. Now the difference here is that Orochimaru could retreat. Orochimaru wasn't responsible for trying to seal Naruto in his four-tail state, and thus using the fact that Jiraiya was brought to the brink of his death by Four Tails Naruto doesn't make a lot of sense. However, the fact that Jiraiya did almost die at the hands of Tsunade when Orochimaru was able to tank those shots is a little suspect. Really, when it comes down to it, Jiraiya just has better feats than Orochimaru. At least this version of Orochimaru. Because as it stands, Itachi and Kisame said that if they battled against Jiraiya, it would be a stalemate. And we know that Itachi is stronger than Orochimaru, because Itachi has beaten Orochimaru not once, but twice. Now say what you will, Itachi Susanoo was perfect.
Okay, why? Let's not do this, NC. Let's not say Jiraiya is stronger than Itachi. You don't want to do this, bro.
Suited for sealing the 8 branches technique, that the power of the Sharingan is enough to break living corpse reanimation, but you can't deny an 0-2 record against Itachi. Now one can make the argument that Itachi was trying to make excuses so that Jiraiya would go uninjured, because Jiraiya was fundamental for making sure that Konoha was protected and that Naruto was protected, but even Kisame himself says that he would be no match for Jiraiya, and Kisame has no horse in the race, and I'd reckon that Kisame is either stronger than or exactly as strong as Orochimaru. Not to mention that Jiraiya was able to kill—
Whoa. Part 1, Kisame is not very impressive whatsoever. Like, I definitely do think Kisame got stronger in Shippuden or whatever. And saying, like, Kisame is the same dude that was getting kicked in his jaw by Guy, bro. Like, in part 1, he's not all that impressive. Like, he's going blow for blow with fucking Asuma. Like, this man has to get stronger since then, bro. Like, let's not do that. You know? So it's like, I really hope he doesn't say Jiraiya beats Itachi and therefore he beats Orochimaru, because that's just insane to think that Itachi would lose to base Jiraiya. Because, like, if we're being honest, like, who really knows about Jiraiya's Sage mode? Like, you think Itachi knows about that? Like, maybe not, but, like, he's looking at... If you really want to take this statement, you'd have to say that Itachi is talking about base Jiraiya, you know? So, it's this isn't even valid to use whatsoever. This is such a even Daigo Knight. I'm not gonna say even Daigo Knight. Daigo Knight recognizes that this statement is ass, bro. You know, so it's like, come on now, bro. NC, let's not do this, bro. Itachi would neg Jiraiya. Facts.
3 of the paths of pain in the hidden range, which is actually more impressive than Naruto's battle against Pain, not only because Naruto had information about Pain from Jiraiya, but also because technically Jiraiya was fighting a stronger version of Pain. As one,
Didn't they compare part 1 Kisame with Zabuza? Really? If that's true, then Kisame is like a Kakashi victim in part 1. There's absolutely no way, bro. There's no way, bro. There's no way Kisame from part 1 is touching Orochimaru if he's a fucking Kakashi victim, or like at least relative to Kakashi. There's no way, bro.
Nagato hadn't fired off a massive Shirai Tensei at the beginning of their battle against Jiraiya, and 2, Nagato was closer to all the paths of pain because they were battling in the hidden range, which means they had a greater access to his chakra. Not to mention that Jiraiya was able to immediately cause Pain's full summoning to disappear after hitting it with a Rasengan. And once again, Pain said that if Jiraiya knew how the Rinnegan worked, he would have killed him, which means
so basically, Jiraiya says that even in Sage Mode, he'll be killed when he's looking at 3 paths of pain. Not all 6, 3. He says he is going to die if he fights them straight up. Jiraiya is not scaling to full power pain. He also would not have been able to beat all 6 paths of pain. I mean, like, if you think about that statement, what he's referring to is when Pain says, if he had known about our secret, we probably wouldn't have been able to win or something like that. You could just interpret that to say that Jiraiya could have used like Frog Song on them all at once, or he could have lured all 6 of them out at once, which would force, if he used Frog Song on all of them, which is how he beat the Pains, by running away and using Frog Song, then he could take down all 6 paths at once. Or you could say that if we did, he says, if we didn't have the secret of ours, we couldn't have won. You could have just said he would have gone straight for Nagato. He could have found out where Nagato was going, similar to what Naruto did. Like, you know how Naruto like stabbed himself intentionally with a Rinnegan rod so he could trace Nagato. Jiraiya could have done the same thing, found out where Nagato was hiding, and just went straight there. You know, which would have been bad news for Pain. You know, he could have just taken out Nagato like straight out the source. You know. So even I believe Obito like mocks Nagato. He's like, I can't, like, you really had trouble fighting Jiraiya. Like, also Zetsu says, I can't believe Pain was defeated or anything like that, or something like that. So it's like, is this man Jiraiya really like that? No, he's not, bro. Like, let's not push this narrative around. It could, that statement of como se dice, if we didn't know the secret of ours, if we didn't have the secret of ours, we couldn't have won. It could literally mean anything, bro. It could literally mean anything.
Means Jiraiya with prep time and knowledge is stronger than Nagato, who's stronger than Itachi, who's stronger than Orochimaru, but that's with prep time and knowledge. But enough about all of that, let's get into Jiraiya's stats. Because Jiraiya is said to be on par with Orochimaru since all the Sannin can defeat each other and was able to pierce...
Alright, so you conceded that all the Sannin are relative to each other, which is why Jiraiya does not scale to Itachi. So, thanks. Because Orochimaru got bodied by Itachi twice, especially in his strongest form. The 8-headed Hydra was getting cut up by Itachi in his strongest form. I'm about to bring out the actual statement. The 8-headed Hydra is stated to have surpassed Orochimaru himself. Therefore, the 8-headed Hydra is stronger than Orochimaru, right? So if Jiraiya is taking down an opponent, the Hydra, which is stronger than Orochimaru, then he'd be stronger than Jiraiya, because Orochimaru is relative to Jiraiya. I talked about this in my latest video, by the way. Raikage versus the Sannin. Go check it out if you haven't already. But this is really strange, bro. Another 5 from Drip Lord Entertainment. NCHammer is the type of guy that would say nerfed adult Naruto is pain level, knowing full well Naruto clears most of Shippuden. Oh my, I do remember when he said adult Naruto would lose to Hashirama, and he said that Naruto and Sasuke were the weakest opponents, or the weakest reincarnates of Indra and Ashura. I do remember when he said that. That was insane of him. I appreciate the 5 though. I'm kind of, my head is starting to hurt from this video, bro, especially because he's talking in rapid fire, bro. Itachi just had plot items. Nah, even before he actually used the Tosca blade, he was still cutting up the 8-headed Hydra. Look at this. 8-headed Hydra comes at him. Hold on. Yeah, eight-headed Hydra comes at him. He immediately cuts off its head. They try to rush him. Itachi pushes them off. Like they're rushing at him. He blocks their attack. He cuts off, I believe, 3 heads at once. Actually, he cuts off all of the heads at once. And then Orochimaru, or he cuts off all of them but one. Orochimaru comes out, and then he stabs him with Tosca Blade. Like, even before he used Tosca, he was still slamming him. Like, come on. Base adult Naruto slaps all of Shippuden? Cook. It's a Hydra dog, that's kind of the point. So you're saying that Orochimaru willingly let his heads get cut off here? Is that what you're saying? He willingly let his heads get cut off by Itachi? What would be the strategy behind that? What would be the strategy behind letting his heads get cut off? Block with the plot item? Okay, I mean, he repelled their attacks. It's not that hard to understand. Also, I don't think the Yatamir, like it says, it defends against elemental attacks, but I don't know if it actually defends against physical attacks. This could just be the Susanoo just pushing it back. Like, I don't know if like physical attacks like rushing at him would actually be reflected like ninjutsu are. So this is just Itachi soloing the eight-headed Hydra.
Orochimaru's foot with his needle Jizo, and was able to bang with Naruto in his four-tail cloak long enough that he was able to seal him. It's pretty safe to assume that Jiraiya's AP, just like Orochimaru's, is island level, and this is corroborated by the fact that he was able to take out Pain's Bull Summon. Now, speed-wise, considering the fact that Jiraiya was able to...
He could play recklessly and go in for the kill knowing he was immortal. So do you think Orochimaru was holding back strength and speed? And if so, how would you prove that? How do you think that the eight-headed Hydra are holding back in strength and speed when they ram up against Itachi's Susanoo? Or when they rush at him with this head? Or anything like that? If you say no, and they're not holding back whatsoever, which, by the way, it'd be extremely hard to prove that they're holding back at all. So if they aren't holding back in strength and speed and they're rushing at him with full force, then that would still scale Itachi above the eight-headed Hydra, which scales above Orochimaru, who's relative to Jiraiya. So it literally doesn't matter either way.
Keep up with the paths of pain. Konan was said to be faster than Kisame, was able to react to a sword coming towards Naruto fast enough that he could summon a toad to block it, and was able to literally speed blitz the Deva path so fast that it couldn't react.
Orochimaru doesn't even control those snakes. They all have a mind of their own. That is supported. That is supported by the data books.
Into the fact that Sage Mode makes you more agile, faster, and increases your reaction speed, it's safe to assume that Jiraiya, just like Orochimaru, is massively hypersonic plus. But what about his durability? Well, durability-wise, unfortunately, one of the best feats we have for Jiraiya is the fact that he easily withstood a kick from Might Guy. While heavily sedated and unable to manipulate chakra properly, he was able to withstand attacks from Orochimaru. Outside of this, he's able to hang with the 6 paths of pain. There's not necessarily a lot of moments in there where Jiraiya takes a full-on shot and tanks it without any damage. So I tend to float towards City Level Plus for Jiraiya's durability, but some people say that it's
City Level Plus? Why? Why? They ran into the Yatamir that blocks any attacks, period. So are you trying to argue that Itachi normally wouldn't have the Yatamir in a fight? Like, the Yatamir is still something that he can use against Jiraiya. So it's like, that's what he used to defeat the eight-headed Hydra. He cut off all of its heads, reacted to and blocked its attacks. So, yeah. Scales above the eight-headed Hydra, once again, which scales above the Sani.
It's island level, so we'll say it's somewhere in between. Which brings us to the question of the hour. Who wins? Well, when it comes down to summonings, we've seen that Gamabunta beats Manda in a fight. When Jiraiya and Orochimaru did...
He said Gamabunta beats Manda? Where is he going with this? Where is he going with this? Where is he going with this? What?
Come to blows, their summonings weren't hindered by the fact that they were hindered. And in that fight, Gamabunta stabs Manda through the mouth and pins him to the ground.
Brother, what are you talking about? That was not Gamabunta, that was Tsunade. That was Tsunade, bro. Hold on. It's right here. I believe it's... Yes. It's literally... Hold on, it's a chapter prior to this. Look. Gamabunta... sword goes flying. He literally, hold on, here's Manda like going relative with Gamabunta. Where'd the sword go? Oh, here it is. You see Tsunade holding the sword, and she's the one that impales Manda. Why did we just say that Manda gets stabbed by Gamabunta? Like, this is just like not reading the fight. This is not reading the source material. That's what this is, bro. Isn't it the other way around? Yes, it is. Manda should just be stronger than Gamabunta, or at least relative. Like there's never been an instance where Gamabunta has ever been clearly displayed to be above Manda. This is Tsunade slamming. This is insane for Tsunade, by the way. I think this is so cool, but this is fucking crazy, bro. Manda was 2v1ing Bunta and Katsuyu. Yeah. I commented that it wasn't Gamma on that video myself, lol. Yeah. Yeah.
Summonings wise, we have to believe that Jiraiya has a leg up. Now, one can make the argument that Orochimaru has access to more snakes than just Manda, and technically you're right. Though by the time I believe Manda 1 was dead, and therefore we're talking about Manda 2. But Jiraiya, just like Naruto in his pain fight, also has
another 5 from Drip Lord Entertainment, bro. He's just been blessing me all night, bro. I appreciate you, man. I know for a fact that Jiraiya and Orochimaru have to have light speed reactions and outscale Kakashi, who has a bare minimum a lightning timer. Well, Kakashi's movement speed by itself with Chidori was at least lightning speed, right? Since he was able to cut the lightning bolt. But definitely they do have lightning speed reactions if they can react to the Raikage. Obviously, I outlined all of this in my newest video, Raikage versus the Sannin. Check it out. So since the Raikage is FTL, or at least relativistic, the Sannin need to be able to react to that in order to be... Hey, I'm not going to explain my scaling here. You're going to have to check out the video. But it was a great video. That was one of my favorite videos I ever made. But yeah, there's just multiple evidence for them at least being able to physically react to light speed attacks, light speed combatants, all that stuff. So yeah. Tsunade really saved Jiraiya and Gamabunta all at the same time. Yeah, this is just further supporting the fact that the Sannin scale above their summons. So yeah, you could just say Orochimaru would do the same thing to Gamabunta, or Jiraiya would be able to do the same thing to Manda, which is why the summons aren't entirely relevant in this fight, since they just scale below the Sannin.
Access to more toads than just Gamabunta. So when it comes down to summonings, I have to give the leg up to Jiraiya.
Do you realize that Orochimaru has access to other summons as well? Like, I believe you showed on screen just a few moments ago. Hold on, is it right here? Yeah, you see the snakes that Orochimaru summoned in right there. So he can summon more than just Manda. He can summon in several other snakes. They're like Gamabunta is literally sitting on him. Yeah, another 5 from Driplord, bro. Going crazy, bro. Insane. Also, Akatsuki members were stated to take out country, so their AP has to be higher than island level. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with the island level stuff and the mountain level stuff. I don't think it's entirely relevant here. I just think he kind of pulled those values out of his ass. But I believe it is stated that, like, what is the statement? It's like every Akatsuki member is equipped to take down a Bijou. This is the quota that their leader demands, or something like that. Basically stating that each Akatsuki member is like Bijou level, basically. So if Orochimaru is kind of like has the capabilities to take down a Bijou, then he needs to be like more than island level, you know?
Jiraiya. Now, when it comes to attack potency, they're kind of tied. They both have similar feats against similar opponents. Orochimaru is able to hang with and stun and block attacks from the four-tailed version of Naruto, and Jiraiya is presumably able to do the same, as he was able to seal Naruto. On top of this, we did see that Orochimaru was able to go toe-to-toe with the Deva Path, at least for a little bit. And since the Akatsuki thought that Orochimaru was a threat and therefore sent people after him to kill him, it's safe to assume that Nagato thought of Orochimaru as a threat the same way they thought of Jiraiya as a threat. However, the fact that they sent Deidara might be slightly telling, because I have no hesitancy in me when I say that the only 3 people who could defeat Jiraiya in the Akatsuki were Obito, Nagato, and possibly Itachi, but Orochimaru has lost to Itachi twice.
Deidara folds the Sannin, by the way, but that's a topic for another day. I might make a video about that.
So the possibility that Nagato doesn't perceive Orochimaru at the same level of threat as he perceives Jiraiya. But I guess the real question in all of this is that could Itachi beat Jiraiya in a fight if he was being as serious as when he was battling against Orochimaru? We don't know. That's a different video. The reason we're talking about the possibility that Nagato doesn't perceive Orochimaru at the same level of threat as he perceives Jiraiya. But I guess the real question in all of this is that could Itachi beat Jiraiya in a fight if he was being as serious as when he was battling against Orochimaru? We don't know. That's a different video. The reason we're talking about
we definitely do know, because he's just consistently shown to be above the Sannins here. Like, going band for band with Heavy Sasuke, even outscaling him, being more relative to Obito, who's was much younger, showed relativity to Minato, who's just above the Sannin. He already no diff to one of the Sannin. He is, like, we know that Pain, another high-ranking member of the Akatsuki, who is arguably weaker than Itachi. I think Itachi beats Pain, but we already saw how Pain kind of bitched Tsunade, kind of just like laughed her off. You know, it's just like the high tiers of the Akatsuki, Itachi, Obito, Pain, are just above Sannin tier entirely. They scale to Sage Naruto, they scale to Minato, who are just stated to be above the Sannin. So it's like, why are we acting like Jiraiya wouldn't get absolutely folded by Itachi? You think Hidan could beat a Bijou? Yeah, fuck no. It's just like they just say that each Akatsuki member has their own way of taking down a Bijou or something similar to that. NCHammer made a video saying Jiraiya beats Itachi. By the way, there's no shot. There's no shot. We got to react to that next, bro.
The fact that their AP is the same. And when it comes down to speed, it's pretty much the same. As Orochimaru, in a heavily suppressed state, was able to go toe-to-toe with Sasuke in his version 2 curse mark. While Jiraiya at full strength...
Let's not act like Orochimaru didn't get fucking folded by BOS Sasuke. Come on now.
As Orochimaru, in a heavily suppressed state, was able to go toe-to-toe with Sasuke in his version 2 curse mark. While Jiraiya at full strength could hang with Nagato and Konan simultaneously. Neither of them are light speed. They're both massively over...
Fuck no, he couldn't. Fuck no, he couldn't. He beat up Konan pretty bad. But Nagato, Pain, let's say Pain, he was gonna get slammed by 3 paths, bro. Let's not do this, NC. Let's not do this.
Curse mark. While Jiraiya at full strength could hang with Nagato and Konan simultaneously. Neither of them are light speed. They're both massively over hypersonic, so it's hard to say. However, when it comes down to...
They do have light speed reactions, but once again, I outlined that in the Raikage versus every Sannin. Check that out. Check out that video and leave a like on the stream, por favor.
Durability, this is where I believe Orochimaru gets a point. See, we don't know what attack Naruto used against Jiraiya to almost kill him. Now, if it was a tailed beast bomb and Jiraiya managed to tank a tailed beast bomb, then we would know his durability is higher than Orochimaru's. As Orochimaru admitted that if the tailed beast bomb hit him, he would die. Since Orochimaru was able to block the strongest attack from Naruto in his Four Tails mode, it's hard to not say that Orochimaru's durability scales higher than that of Four Tail Naruto's AP. And while the end goal of both Orochimaru and Jiraiya was different when battling against Four Tails Naruto, I can't help but feel like Orochimaru did slightly better in their battle against Four Tails Naruto because of their higher durability. Tie this into the fact that Orochimaru was able to tank not 1, but 2 full power attacks from Tsunade while suppressed, while Jiraiya may not have been able to do that, and it's starting to look like Orochimaru's durability might be a little bit high. So when it comes down to durability, I have to give a point to Orochimaru, especially when we consider the fact that Orochimaru has at least 2 lives at any given point. And therefore, if Jiraiya was able to fatally wound Orochimaru, they could simply make a new body by regurgitating one out their mouth, and if possibly that second body was destroyed, they could just shoot their true form out their mouth and just be their white snake self. Tie that into the fact that the white snake self also probably has the ability to use the 8 branches technique, something that Jiraiya doesn't.
8 branches stated to be greater than Orochimaru, so yeah. 8-hit Hydra just kind of slams Jiraiya.
Necessarily have a counter to, and I'd say that durability goes to Orochimaru pretty handedly. Now, yes, technically, do sages have a regeneration ability? Yeah, and therefore Jiraiya and his...
No, they don't. What are you talking about? Show me one time a sage user has ever shown to have regeneration abilities other than fucking Kabuto and Hashirama, who... First of all, Kabuto has Karin's ability and Suigetsu's ability. Hashirama is, you know, he's fucking Hashirama. Show me another time. Show me any other time sages are shown to have regeneration. Am I tweaking, bro? Like, come on now. Orochimaru's Duro doesn't scale above the 4 tails, neither do the Rashomon gates. They all got blown away. Yeah. This isn't really relevant. I do think Orochimaru is more durable than Jiraiya. I don't know about Sage Mode. That could be a little bit different, but Sage Mode Jiraiya isn't very durable either way. I don't think Jiraiya is like a physical tank, you know? God, another 5 from Drip Lord. Bro has been going absolutely crazy tonight, bro. I appreciate you for your support, man. Last one finna go to bed. Jiraiya was the weakest out of the 3 Sannin, then Tsunade, then Orochimaru. Much love, Loco. Hey, man, I appreciate you for coming in, bro. I had a fun time tonight. But, hey, man, have a good night's sleep, bro. I'm gonna catch you later, bro.
Sage Mode would have a superhuman regeneration ability.
I appreciate all the donations, bro. That was real nice of you, bro. Bless me.
Orochimaru also has one of those, even pre-4th Great Shinobi World War, and thus that's kind of a moot point. So all in all, that gives 1 point to Jiraiya and 1 point to Orochimaru with 2 ties. However, there is one more additional point for Jiraiya, and that's the fact that the data books rate Jiraiya at a power level of 35.5 and Orochimaru at 35. As when it comes down...
Holy shit, are we actually going off of the fucking data book little stat things? Like, really, dude? Are we really going off the same? Like, these stat things are so inconsistent, bro. I hate these fucking shits, bro. They really said, like, Kid Neji was faster than Hiruzen or something like that. The rest of the data book statements are, like, decent, you know? But, like, the little... I don't know what they're called, like the stat number things. They're just ass.
Just stats, Jiraiya has a 5 in ninjutsu, a 4.5 in taijutsu, a 3 in genjutsu, 4.5 intelligence, 4.5 in strength, 4.5 in speed,
only
5
2
in
minutes
stamina,
left,
and a
thank
4.5 in hand seals. While Orochimaru only has a 5 in ninjutsu, a 3.5 in taijutsu, a 5 in genjutsu, a 5 in intelligence, a 3.5 in strength, a 4.5 in speed, a 3.5 in stamina, and a 5 in hand seals. Which means that while Orochimaru's genjutsu is better than Jiraiya's taijutsu is better than Orochimaru's. And when you consider the fact that Jiraiya in his Sage Mode form is probably immune to genjutsu, this 2-point differential between Orochimaru's genjutsu and Jiraiya's genjutsu is all but kind of useless, especially when you consider the fact that Jiraiya, when fused with Ma, has the Toad Confrontation chant, a technique that works on anybody regardless of how powerful they are, and those affected by it can only be released from it when they either are pierced.
I'm pretty sure the stats are only for the individual proficiency in each stat. The databook statements only apply to the individual, not to the others. So comparing Jiraiya to Oro is mute. Damn. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
The heart.
I just never used those stats to begin with because they're just horribly inconsistent and kind of irrelevant. So, yeah.
Or the user decides to release them. And thus, even though Jiraiya himself isn't a genjutsu master, he has access through the medium of Monpa to one of the strongest genjutsus on Earth that Orochimaru would kind of have no answer for, as we've already seen that Orochimaru is incredibly susceptible to genjutsu from the Sharingan. Tie this into the fact that Jiraiya's stamina is a 5 and Orochimaru's is a 3.5, and genuinely, I believe in this battle, even though Orochimaru does have multiple lives, that Jiraiya wins in a battle of attrition. And what
I'm disappointed. I am genuinely disappointed. I am pretty disappointed in this one.
Whether that win state be the Toad Confrontation chant in Ultra Big Ball Rasengan, or even possibly Orochimaru trying to use their ability to absorb chakra from Jiraiya and turning into a stone, I believe that Jiraiya wins against this version of Orochimaru in a high diff fight. However, as soon as Orochimaru gets a White Zetsu body and all of Kabuto's abilities, my god is it wraps for Jiraiya. What do you guys think? In this legendary battle between Sannin, who comes out on top? Tell me in the comments below, and while you guys are down there, please, for me, like.
Alright, let's take a look at this one, guys. Let's take a look at this. The serpent crushes the Uchiha hideout by simply slithering over it with the scales on its belly. This is Orochimaru's greatest and most powerful jutsu, and the embodiment of Orochimaru's long years of vengefulness. Boasting a body even larger than Manda, feared as the most powerful giant serpent, means that none of the Toad Summons are doing anything to it. It has a sinister appearance as it bears its ferocious fangs. It is almost like a dragon god, having surpassed even Orochimaru. All up in your ear. Having surpassed even Orochimaru. The 8-headed Hydra is stronger than Orochimaru. It surpassed Orochimaru. What does that tell you, guys? What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Like, this is something Jiraiya just doesn't really have accounted for. There's really nothing you can do to this except for maybe Frog Song. That's about it. That's about it. 8-headed Hydra literally slams, bro. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you, bro. He's cracked. He's cracked. He didn't talk about the numbing effect of the poison either, which Jiraiya has absolutely no counter for that poison. Where is it? No, I guess I don't have the page up anymore. If you give him Edo Tensei, which is prep time, I could understand why you wouldn't want to give him Edo Tensei. Edo Tensei would solo. Numbing Poison of the Great White Serpent would solo. 8-headed Hydra would slam. Their summonings would go ban for ban. Literally doesn't matter. The summonings are irrelevant here. I'd say Jiraiya gives Orochimaru a good run for his money, but once Orochimaru goes into the 8-headed Hydra, it's literally over for Jiraiya. There's nothing you can do, really. It's just stated to be surpassed Orochimaru, stronger than Orochimaru, who's already relative to Jiraiya, so it doesn't matter, bro. It's possible he sinks it in the mud. I mean, you could say that. You could say that. Like, the Dark Swamp is strong, but you could just say, at the same time, you could say he's never been shown to create a Dark Swamp that's large enough to swallow the 8-headed Hydra. Damn, that was crazy. What's up, Who is Ray? You missed the whole thing, bro. You're late. Does he say anything else?
Like this video, subscribe to the page, and hit that noti bell. Listen, we had to give the man a win. His clone's boxing with Ishiki.
Alright, man. Gonna have to leave a dislike on this one. Did he say his clones were boxing with Ishiki? You know damn well Kashi and Koji is stronger than Jiraiya. Come on now. Yeah, I had to leave a dislike on that one. It was absolutely insane. I feel like the main thing that he was edging around was the fucking the Itachi and Jiraiya stuff. Like, he was really trying to say it without saying it. He was trying to say that Itachi would just lose to Jiraiya, which just it's so bad, bro. It's like Itachi is the Sannin killer tier, bro. That's really what he is. He just scales above the Sannin. I don't know what else to tell you, man. This one was kind of crazy, bro. Oh, fuck. Let me read chat for a little bit and then I'll head out. About like 10 minutes. So, Julian, that was dumb. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I was planning on reacting to Daigo's video, but I'll have to wait for another day. This NC video was so long, bro. It was just straight yapping, bro. What's your opinion on the Raikage versus each Sannin? I didn't watch the video yet. It is a long video, so I'll have to summarize it for you. I'm not going to tell you exactly who I thought won for each one. I'm trying to have you watch it, you know. I'm trying to have you watch it. So I'm not going to tell you exactly who I thought the Raikage would beat and lose to, but I will say this. No matter who you think wins, no matter if you think the Raikage beats all of them or none of them, you have to admit, no matter what, the Sannin will be forced to use their maximum final forms, bro. The peak of their power. Jiraiya will be forced to use Sage Mode. Orochimaru will be forced to use Great White Serpent or 8-Headed Hydra. Tsunade will be forced to use 100 healings. Without that, without their strongest forms, the base Tsunade cannot beat the Raikage. None of them in base would beat the Raikage. It's not happening. Base Jiraiya can't beat him. Base Tsunade can't beat him. Base Oro, none of them. It's not happening. They can't beat him. They can't beat him without their final forms, their absolute strongest jutsu in their arsenal. So I'm not going to tell you exactly who I think would win for each matchup. That's up to you to watch it. You know, I want y'all to check it out. But I will say that I have placed the arguments necessary to make it so the Sannin have to fight so hard that they have to go all out against the Raikage in order to have a chance of winning. My bad, bro. I was eating. It's all good, cuz. The vid over? Yeah. Itachi versus the 3 Sannin? It depends, bro. I think Itachi might be able to take it if he's like Edo or hypothetical Prime, but like sick Itachi, he's gonna have a hard time with that. Damn, man, I didn't even get a notification. I found out you were streaming. Damn. Me and Marco locked in for real. His vid randomly popped up on my page. NCHammer cooking up some ass omelets. Yeah. I was just like, if you think Jiraiya beats Orochimaru, I'm fine with that. But like using the Itachi stuff is so bad, bro. So bad. Are we talking about the 4th? Yes, 4th Raikage versus each Sannin. I think it's probably one of the best videos I've made, specifically due to like the scaling that I placed on there. I think, you know, a lot of people, I love the Heavy Sasuke video, and I love I like the Naruto versus Madara one, but this one is significantly less controversial, specifically because I feel like I put my all into it and I gave both characters a fair shake. Sometimes I kind of shit on some characters just for the hell of it, you know, like Naruto versus Madara. And Minato versus Tobirama and stuff like that, I kind of just shit on one side. You know, I mean, I still have the arguments in place, but I'm like not as like this one. I definitely think I was fair to both sides. You know, the Heavy Sasuke video is still probably my favorite one, but this Raikage one was great. It was just me and Lightning Snow spitting facts for damn near 45 minutes. Do you think the base Sonic could beat the mid-tier Akatsuki, Sasori, Data, or Kisame? Fuck no. I feel like Data would fold any of the Sonic. Any of them. He'd just fold them, bro. I feel like Orochimaru would be easier to kill in his 8-headed Hydra form, at least for the Raikage. Yeah, it definitely is interesting. It definitely is interesting. It's something that often gets overlooked in versus battle debates. I could have said the whole vid, my mama hit me with a chore no jutsu. I hope it was a wholesome, informative video. Finished the dish as soon as he concluded. What are you eating, bro? Hydra form is like fighting a tailed beast. Definitely wouldn't be easier. Yeah, but we know the Raikage was putting up a great fight against the 8 Tails. Like, he was chopping off a horn. He's just stated to have higher combat power than anyone else in the village, which would mean that he possibly has something. He hits harder than Bijou bombs from B. The Raikage is always supposed to be the strongest person in the village, so yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I even asked you to tell me. Of course you want me to watch the video. Being a content creator myself, I should already know that. Nah, man, I'm just saying, like, I'm just kind of like baiting, you know, trying to get y'all interested in the stuff I make, you know. Honestly, I don't think the 4th is beating Orochimaru. Maybe the 3rd, but not the 4th. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting matchup to be sure. But like, all I'm saying is, no matter what you think, you have to recognize that the Raikage is strong enough to push the Sannin to go all out against him. They're not soloing him in base. It's not happening. Sasori, Kakuzu, and Kisame run the Sannin gauntlet real quick. Kakuzu might give Jiraiya a good run for his money. Maybe. Sasori does decently, probably as well as Kakuzu. Kisame just kind of folds them, as long as we're talking about like Shippuden Kisame, not fucking fodder part 1 Kisame. I think the Hydra is a little underrated, and keep in mind Orochimaru could pop out the heads and throw the jutsu in his forest extending Kusanagi. Yeah, he's crazy, bro. The higher combat power from the databook is actually a mistranslation. It's actually best at taijutsu or something like that. Yeah, I've heard about that. But there's still the statement of like the Raikage always being the strongest person in the village, which would still put him above B. So, yeah. The arm Sasuke Amaterasu off the 4th would cook Jiraiya, I fear. Yeah, man. Like the 4th Raikage's left limp arm, the stub would just slam pain. Crazy. I would agree the only problem is Oro Hydra form has regenerative abilities, not only to mention hurting the Hydra isn't necessarily hurting Oro, as we saw in the Itachi fight when he was cutting off the heads. Yeah, it's just like the Hydra is it has like a mind of its own, basically, based off the databook statement that I showed earlier on screen. It just has a mind of its own. It's crazy. All right, like 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. Been on here for like 2 hours already. I gotta take a piss. I think base Tsunade and Jiraiya have a bad matchup against Sasori and Deidara. 1 hit and they're fully paralyzed, including all the Toad summons. C4 goes crazy. Yeah, I definitely think Deidara is heavily downplayed. I do think he could take down all the Sannin. Like, especially Tsunade would have a hard time. Because she's closer range, Deidara can easily keep his distance. But C4, none of the Sannin really have a counter to that. I've heard someone try to argue with me that Orochimaru's body substitution could like save him from C4, but that shit is ass. I had a whole argument for that planned out, but it was just stupid. I think I might make that video though. Deidara versus the Sannin type shit. Oro is definitely beating Deidara though. I don't really think he has anything that can survive C4, let alone like C2, C3. Deidara can just easily keep his distance. He's fast enough to react to a blitz attempt from heavy Sasuke. It's just not that strong. Kakashi mentions at the beginning of Shippuden that close range fighters are the worst matchup for Deidara. Yeah, but like if Deidara is flying in the air, how is Tsunade gonna get to him? She still doesn't have a counter for C4, or even like C3 probably, because she can't regenerate from severe injuries. Stated. Can't they reverse summon? Literally all of them can, right? Yeah, but then they're stuck at Mount Miyaboku or Ryuchi Cave or wherever. Like then that would just be BFR. It'd be auto lose for them because they're removed from the battlefield. That's what BFR is, battlefield removal. So if they do reverse summon, they survive, quote unquote, but they lose the matchup. Yeah, I was confused about the results in the Deidara versus Oro polls. Yeah, too many people wanking Orochimaru, basically. Real ones know Deidara slams. Only real ones know about that Deidara hype. Imagine Tsunade jumps up and punches through the C2 dragon like she's Saitama. This shit ain't happening, bro. Deidara just goes crazy. But man, I think we had a pretty good stream today, bro. I had a fun time reacting to NCHammer's video. It definitely was a video, like I always say. Huge shout out to Josh Farrow coming in, blessing me with like the first donation. Then we got Stephen John Baptiste, dope ass name by the way. I said that earlier. We got Thunder God coming in here, talking about heroes and slander. But also Drip Lord Entertainment was really going crazy today, bro. I appreciate that, man. I really feel the love. I really feel the love like it's Valentine's Day. Y'all taking me out, wine and dine type shit. But I really do appreciate all the support. The rest of you guys, I don't ask for donations or anything like that. I just ask for likes, you know. But I appreciate y'all showing up with me today. We had a fun time tonight, you know. If Sasuke can tank C2 and C3, so can Oro. We've seen how durable his body is to his experiments with Edo. It's over. Sorry. So why is Orochimaru more durable than CM2 Sasuke? Because Deidara's C2 bombs took out the Three Tails, while Orochimaru was shitting his pants at the sight of a version 2 Jinchuriki's Four-tailed Jinchuriki's tiny little Bijou bomb. So Deidara's C2, or just his normal bombs in general, are just scaling above whatever Orochimaru conceded would kill him. So yeah. W stream, W yet, W history lesson. Thank you for not streaming at 12 a.m. Try to get it done a little bit sooner today, my boy. I'm trying to stream a little bit earlier because I don't like being up too late anyways. It honestly might have been C1. It was a very tiny fish. Yeah, Hobby, I saw you talking about that the other day. I was proud, bro. I was like, yes, this Deidara hype is finally getting out there, bro. I think you were talking to what, Ricky or somebody in Sage's server? Yeah. I'll probably make a short about that or something. Deidara versus the Sani. Just how cracked he is, or maybe something about Heavy Sasuke. I don't know. If y'all have any ideas for like the next video I should react to, or like a short I should make, be sure to comment down below. Especially pertaining to like early shipping. I've been trying to talk about early shipping, but whatever. If y'all got any ideas for the next stream topic, something video we should react to, or like of course like a short I can make, or even a video topic, let me know down below. But yeah, I appreciate all you for showing up. Orochimaru does beat Jiraiya due to the 8-headed Hydra. Deidara beats any of the Sani, just like Heavy Sasuke. But yeah, had a fun time with you guys. I appreciate all y'all for showing up. Thanks to those that dropped the dono. And yeah, had a fun time tonight. We need that Sasuke's a bad character by NC. Comment that, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all later, bro. Peace.